Check 1, 2. Welcome, SimFans. Audio check. All right, Sim fans, welcome to Thursday night's X-Plane stream. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Good to see all of you. Hopefully you're having a great week, Sim fans. So welcome, Aviation Spotter. Thank you for joining the channel. Of course, T-Mac, good to see you again. Rojo, as always, welcome, welcome. Shane, good to see you. I'm going to try to live up to your expectations tonight, Shane. Actually, I did not get a chance to read the installation manual, so I downloaded the latest version of Zibo. That's why I'm running a little late tonight, Sim fans. But Shane, I'm going to still look into that, my brother, so no worries there. Welcome, Shane. Of course, hey, we've got somebody new tonight, Captain Canada's Timmy. Welcome, Captain Canada's Timmy. You know, I'm a Captain Canada fan myself. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, my friend. All right, Sim fans. Well, I was like in a rush to get everything ready and pre-flighted for tonight's flight, which we will be leaving, of course, from ShortFinal Design of the beautiful scenery here in Phoenix, Sky Harbor International. We'll be flying tonight to VeritcalSim's version, rendition, PAYWARE of, you've got it, New Orleans. New Orleans. We'll be flying into New Orleans tonight, Sim fans. About a 3-hour flight. Yes, I know. It's going to be a little late, but hey, that's okay because we're going to have some good chat. I know we're going to have good chat. We always have good chat, Sim fans, because I've got all of you. You all keep this thing hopping and popping. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, Shane, I might ask you for help. You know, I have flown the Zibo many, many times, but I know that you are deep in depth into this sim and into this aircraft. A beautiful, amazing aircraft, Sim fans. If you haven't flown the Zibo 737 and you have X-Plane, you are missing out. If you have X-Plane, I know you've flown Zibo. I know you've flown it. So, again, welcome, Sim fans, one and all. All right, so we're going to continue on. We've got our ground service vehicles loading up our aircraft. So as they're loading, we've got our passengers. They're putting their luggage in the overhead bins. So as they're doing that, we'll go ahead and continue. So I've got, so here's our flight tonight, Sim fans. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we're going to be flying, you know, this route here. So of course, if we switch, let me get to the right one here. We'll go up here. We're going to go over to plan. So we'll knock that over to the plan. And then we just step through. So this is always a good thing to kind of see where you're going. You see that T/C, top of climb, of course. And I really should zoom out, shouldn't I? Oh well, but we're gonna make a kind of a hairpin turn, and Shane, I know I was catching you on Livestream, and I definitely appreciated some of the tips. I'm gonna have to take some of those tips and get that a little bit out, so I don't have to do the hairpin turns. Captain Canada's Timmy, you said you need a landing rate. Yes, I do, but you know what, Captain Canada's Timmy, I might call you Timmy for short tonight. I do, my friend. But, you know, the thing is, you haven't been watching me lately, and I've been so out of practice with the Zibo. And you just ask anyone else in here, Aviation Spotter, Shane, and T-Mac and others, Rojo. I've been landing pretty hard, but I've gotten better. I've gotten a little bit better. You guys back me up on this. We'll see how I do tonight. So I might need to do the landing rate a little bit later, Timmy, because yeah, it just hasn't looked pretty, my friend. Not lately. I've been so into Microsoft Flight Simulator lately and flying that. I'm only going to have so much use out of that, though, right? Because I use that as an excuse. So sooner or later, I'm going to run out of that excuse. So, but it's all good. All right. So anyway, that's our flight tonight, SimFans. So I'm going to switch back over to map mode. And we're at 10 nautical miles, so we'll continue on. So we're at the point right now, I believe, to get our APU started. So we're going to go ahead and turn on our fuel pump. We're going to wait for that low pressure light to go out. It went out, so we're good to go there. And so let's go 1, 2 clicks, 3, and wait for low oil pressure light to come on. We're going to wait for that exhaust gas temperature to climb, come back down, and this blue light, when that comes on, we'll be able to switch over to APU generator. So we're going to wait for that. Oh, Shane, what runway am I landing at? Tonight we are going to be landing at runway ILS-2. We'll be landing on the ILS-2, Shane. So, you know what? I'm a sucker for ILS, and I know I talked to you about that. But the RNAV stuff I'm interested in because of vertical navigation. I am definitely interested in that, my friend, and getting that plugged in. But not an RNAV approach tonight, Shane. It will be an ILS. T-Mac, I'm sorry, man. So you know what? Maybe I'll have to do an X-plane landing. Maybe we'll do an X-plane stream on Saturday, and maybe you can catch that, T-Mac. I do realize that you're like halfway across the globe, my friend, and so yeah. But T-Mac, you can check out. I leave these on for you to watch. You know, you can check it out like tomorrow and just go back because I leave them on my channel. I do record them and leave them on there. So. You definitely need to check that out, T-Mac. And by the way, I've got a funny story for all of you in a little bit here on, I got a copyright claim on my stream, and I was like, what the hell? And then I've got a story for you. Once we get up in the air, I'll tell it. But anyway, so let's see. We should be good to go. We've got our blue light on, so we're going to go ahead and kick that on. We're going to kick this up to APU Gen. Good to go. See, I've got my, as all of you know, I've got my high-tech, you know, checklist here, right? It's fully electronic, not really, but hey, it works. So we got our APU on, start generator switches on, APU generator bleed. Oh yes, of course we need to get the bleed going so we get that air back to our passengers. You know, they're probably getting a little restless back there as we check on them. AC voltmeter, already got it. APU. Good to deal. Parking brake. Oh, yeah. I should make sure that's set because I didn't really check that. It is set. We'll turn that master caution off. That's normal. No worries there. Ground connections we will turn off. So we're going to go to ground services. GPU disconnect. We didn't hear any disconnect of our electronics, so we know we're on our APU, so that's good. And again, master caution, I think we already got set turned off. All right, good deal. Altimeter. Oh, tonight we are flying with Active Sky, SimFans. Active Sky. And Active Sky, what is it telling us? Our conditions right now at Phoenix. We've got 10 plus statute miles of visibility. Precipitation none reported. And pressure is 29.79 inches. So let's go ahead and set our pressure to 2979. And we'll do that for both the captain and for all of you. All of you are my first officer, so I'm going to go ahead and just set that for all of you so you can continue enjoying the stream, enjoying your beverage of choice, what have you. So we got that set. First altimeter tonight, SimFans, we are going to be flying at 35,000 feet, so we've got it set, of course, at our altitude here and above 35,000. Since we're going to be landing at New Orleans, it's close to basically the ocean, right? I mean, y'all know that. So sea level. All right. I think we're almost there, fans. All right, altitude. We got the departure set, route set, elevator is trimmed. I've got it at 5. That was the trim. The gangway is removed. The doors checked and closed. Let's see if we have anybody behind us here. Sometimes that door's closed and sometimes it isn't. And there are happy passengers right back there. We'll take a cabin tour later, of course, once we get in the air. And, right. Let's see here. Captain Canada's Timmy, do you watch XP72? I have seen, not a regular. I am a regular of Captain Canada's stream, but not on the XP72. I'll have to check that out, Timmy. So thank you for that. Check it out. T-Mac, no, I'm in the USA, Memphis. You're in Memphis, T-Mac? I didn't think that was. I thought. Okay, I'm off. I thought you were half across the globe. I'm sorry. Aviation Spotter. Most people spend like 20 minutes on the ground. You spend like 7. Well, I do pre-flight a little bit. I try to pre-flight. I mean, I have done it aviation where just starting from the cold and dark. But I know some people just don't want to wait around for me to take forever to go through that procedure. So, all right, we got everything, SimFans. I think we're ready to go. We've got the gangway is removed. The doors are closed. And I think we can go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps. 1, 2, 3. We've got the 4th one on right there. And, let's see, because I updated this. Yeah, we still have center tanks, so we're going to turn those center pumps on as well. And then we're going to go ahead and turn on our hydraulic pumps. And once we do that, we can see that the spoilers go down. So that is good. And let's see. Anti-collision's on. Oh, pushback. I didn't do pushback. I didn't pre-flight pushback. So let's go better pushback. Pre-plan. Where do we go? I think that's right. I'm just going to hit enter because I think that would be pointing the right direction, maybe? We'll just try it.
Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Oh, by the way, I didn't set the heading. We want to set the heading to 080 because we're going to be taking off a runway 8, I think, is what I said, right? Is that right, Shane? I think I said 8. Yes, 8. Runway 8 is where we are going to be taking off from, SimFans. So we've got that plugged in, dialed in, and ready to go. All right, so let's go ahead and get that pushback going. Request pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay. Oh, better get these guys out of the way. By the way, I use the ground handling. This is an add-on. I can't remember. I think it's $10, but I can do drive away, and we'll watch them collide and run over each other. That's always fun. But as our pushback guy comes up here to get us going, we'll get these guys out of our way too. Passenger view. Timmy says, could someone get the Atlanta? Please, I'm broke. I can make your Discord server better. Okay, so Timmy and the rest, I keep talking about giveaways. I'm not giving an Atlanta giveaway yet, but that's definitely always
all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All right, thank you. But we will be giving away a PAYWARE scenery. Not a huge deal, to be honest. It's not that expensive, but it is It's actually Sky Harbor, but it's Duluth, so we'll be giving that away. I think probably I might do that next Saturday, SimFans. I've been doing a little research. I haven't done a giveaway yet, but I've done a little research in terms of like some tools that can do it, where you can enter. You can do like pound giveaway or exclamation giveaway, and then I can allow you to enter as many times or just once. So I've done some research on that. I think I've got a program figured out to do that. So I'm going to do some testing on that probably this next week. And then we'll look at doing a flight from Duluth to somewhere and do that giveaway. I did check with the vendor, and VeritcalSim, where we're flying tonight, he is offering that up as a free giveaway for all of you that are following my stream. So I think that's super cool. Okay, so we are ready for pushback. Let's check and see what we got around us. All right, so now we can just get these ground service vehicles away. So Timmy, watch for that. I mean, it's not Atlanta, but it's something. All right, let's see. Let's go here, and we're going to say hide all. There we go, and they go away. Okay, so now all we got to do is go to the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant. We'll turn off our parking brake, and he'll start it. And we're ready to start. We're ready to light him up. Here we go. Beacon on. All right, so now we're pushing back. We're going to do left pack off, right pack off. Once those are off, then we're going to go ahead and do ground. How about flying the Southwest livery, Sim fans? I know Aviation Spotter, it was pretty funny. You're like, we're flying Southwest tonight? Yes, my friend. Southwest for a change. I know Aviation, you are a big American Airlines fan like I. But you know what? We got to mix it up sometimes, right? Actually, sometimes. This is the first time I've mixed it up. So we've got to mix it up at least once. How about that? All right, we got the fuel going. Getting that right engine going as that spools up. Beautiful. And then we're going to wait for that to switch right here on the right engine to off. Then we're going to hit continuous. We're going to switch that engine to continuous, and then we'll light up the left engine, of course. Wait for it. Oh, we just heard a click. So we're going to go over here. We're going to hit continuous, and then let's start our left.
Smaller electronic handheld devices may be used, however, they must be switched into airplane mode at this time, and all calls and texts terminated.
Kyle, welcome to the stream, Kyle. Good to see you. I saw you jump in. You kind of did a hit and run, Kyle. You said, yo, and then you left. And then I said, yo, back, or I said something to you. I said, Kyle, good to see you, and I got nothing. Good to see you, my friend. Just got home from the commercial I was on today up in the valley. Awesome. Awesome, my friends. You must use Discord, or you connected the stream on your phone, obviously. Timmy, it is, I'll look it up. It's the, I can't remember the ICAO code, but it is Duluth, and I think it's called Sky Harbor Duluth, to be honest. All right, so I probably should give this some fuel, some fans. Left engine fuel on, and we'll see this spool up on a display here. Shane, your show's 26? You mean, what show's 26, Shane? Your route? I did use SimToolkit Pro, and I did SimBrief tonight, so, and I did that, like, right before I loaded this flight, so I don't know why that would be, well, 26 for departure, yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why that would be different. I'm using Active Sky and SimBrief, so... All right, continuous there, so we're set to go there. Now that we have those set, now we've got these blue lights, outer lights here. This is our generator for the engines, so we're going to switch that over. Gosh, I always feel like I should like have this like right like that, and I used to. It feels so out of tune. All right, so we got that on, and then we got to switch this to generator, and then our APU can come off, so we'll turn that off. There it goes. APU bleed, of course, can turn off. Packs can come back on, so now we get our airflow going back to our passengers. Pitot heat switches on. I'm going to go ahead and turn the window heat on. I know, Shane, we shouldn't do this until we get above 10 or below 10 degrees Celsius, but I always forget, so I just turn them on now. Yaw damper off. We got to set our flaps, so watch the Honeycomb Bravo Throttle Quadrant. We're going to just click that down to 5 and watch those flaps come down. Auto brake we're going to set to RTO. Aviation Spotter, as I always forget, remind me if I don't remember to turn that back to off once we get airborne. Taxi lights. Remember, you guys, you all are my first officers, so, you know, keep me true. Taxi light on. Runway turn lights on. It's a little different with the Southwest. Notice that? Like the American Airlines, it has the 4 landing lights. So a little bit of a difference, and I think that's pretty cool. Zibo does that. All right, taxi checklist. God, every time. There we go. So we're going to check over here. The autopilot's up. We want to turn on our flight directors, of course. So the left pilot, co-pilot for all of you, and then the auto throttle is set. Indicated airspeed. We're set V2. I never set that. Let's go back and check that. Forgot to do that. 146. You're looking for the V2 there, Sim fans. V2. So 146. So we're going to take this indicated airspeed and we're going to plug that in here. That's what we're looking for. V2 there. All right. All right, let's go back to legs. And there we are. I think we're ready, Sim fans. We got the heading already at 8. We got the 350 on the altitude, 35,000. We're ready for our holding point. One other thing, I've shown many of you this several times, but I love this plugin, SimFans. I highly recommend it. AVS, it's great. It's really nice because you can hit taxiways here. And then, where the heck am I? It doesn't, oh, right here. So here we are, and we want to go to runway 8. So, you know, we just go click. Now we can kind of click here. Click, 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 click. And you can, you don't have to hit every one of them, but we'll just keep scrolling, scroll out too. And then we'll use most of the runway here, SimFans, and then accept. And then that way, so you got a clear view of where you need to go on the taxiway. And it really helps with situational awareness. You may say I'm cheating. I don't think so. Thumbnail incorrect. I got the wrong thumbnail? Ah, I thought I had updated that. Kidding me, right? Phoenix to New Orleans. The thumbnail looks right. Or are you looking at the in Discord? The Discord thumbnail, I had forgotten to change the title, so I messed up when I posted on Discord, and I don't know how do you delete the, because it uses cached, like whatever cached picture, because then I updated it on YouTube, and then of course it shows right here, but it doesn't show right on Discord, so my apologies, SimFans, if that's throwing people off. Okay, SimFans, here we go. Time to taxi. We're going to turn off our parking brake, and we're going to enable. Oh my God! You know what I didn't do? Oh no! Oh, that's too funny. I forgot. My bad. That guy's going, oh my God! Why didn't he put the disconnect there? Or did I miss it? I almost ran over our our pushback tug. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. That was funny. Like, why am I not going anywhere? Oh, yeah, the guys underneath our landing gear.
So it's disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time.
I don't know.
Have a safe flight.
I'd like to say that's a first, and I think it is, but with me, as you guys know, probably not. It's probably not a first. Yeah, I'll just run him over. What the heck? All right, he's getting out of the way. Did I entirely, SimFans, did I miss that? Did I miss, like, disconnecting from him? I don't know. I might have. Okay, now it's time. Now it's time to taxi. All right, so parking brake off. Let's try this again. There we go. That seems better. We're like actually moving now. Wow. Wow is all I can say. How embarrassing. That won't be a first and it won't be a last. And all of you that have been following me know that to be a fact. Because you know what? Even though I'm a real pilot, just recreational, of course. Thank God, right? But even though I'm a real pilot, I love the fact that I can just jump in here and to completely just mess around and not have to like hit every single thing. It is a simulator. I should be following every single procedure, right? And there's times I do that for sure, but when I'm with you guys, I don't know. I just like to kind of be laid back and chill and just have fun. So hopefully you're all fine with that. True, aviation. It's my first day with Southwest. I got a number to call. Yeah, they'd probably make me call them if I ran over the pushback tug, right? Probably. Oh yeah, you know what? I see what you're saying. It says a 787-800. You're right. You're right. Good catch, aviation. God, I'm glad I have you around to keep me honest. You're right. I should have changed that. I forgot to change it to a 700. You're absolutely right. Nice call. So here we go. Frame rates seem to be doing well. I find that this scenery by ShortFinal actually does pretty well on the performance SimFans. So it's good stuff. Definitely. Probably could turn this off now. I think I know where we're going. Let's see if I can't. Hopefully, I got the performance stuff set. I think I hit execute last Thursday. I forgot to hit execute, and we had some weirdness going on. And also, we've got speed and altitude throughout our waypoints, so that's a good sign, right? See, I'm sure I've missed some stuff here. Oh, what if you don't have MSFS, Captain Canada's Timmy? Oh, that's a good question. Well, that's okay. We'll have to do like maybe a giveaway in X-Plane because I do love X-Plane as well. So, well, I guess you're gonna have to hold on, Timmy, and keep watching the stream. How about that? And I maybe have to do an X-Plane giveaway as well. Because I typically do, as all of you that have been following me know, typically I do X-Plane on Thursday nights and Microsoft Flight Simulators on Saturday night. So, did I just say Microsoft Flight Simulators or did I say simulator? I think I said that plural. I don't know. Boy, it's too early to be messing up on my speech. But that's right, Kyle. I do not fly 737s every day to know the flow. But Kyle, I mean, I used to. Like I had mentioned one stream, you weren't on it, but I used to fly the Zibo like at least 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 times a week, and I pretty much had the workflows down pat. I could do it without looking at the checklist, and there's a reason that they make you stay proficient in real life because it is so easy to kind of lose. I mean, right, Shane? I mean, it's easy to become kind of rusty when it comes to the, especially with more complex aircrafts and when you're talking like FMCs and all that stuff. It's so easy to get out of practice. I mean, I know, Kyle, you know this. Right, SimFan. So here we're at the holding point. So back to our checklist. Our landing lights we're going to need to turn on. So those actually work on Alpha. I'm using an Alpha Flight Control tonight, as always. Runway turn-off lights are already on. Taxi lights, we can go ahead and switch that off. Position lights, let's go to strobe, steady and strobe. So, and the TCAS, we're going to turn on our wing. TCAS on. Transponder, mode C, we got that set, and we're ready to go.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank ya. Oh, here's Shane. Maybe you can help me out with this. I have not been able to figure this out, but like when I go to take off, and it seemed like it was, I must, you know what? I probably don't have this installed right, the Zibo, because after some update a while ago, it always gives me a warning. It kind of flicks on and off, like I don't have my takeoff configuration set right. And as far as I can tell, I do. All right, so here we go. So let's see if this happens again. But I swear, every time I go to take off, that ends up happening where it kind of barks at me and says, and then once I get going above 80 knots or so, then it turns off. By the way, SimFans, Shane is, you're on the flight crew of a C-17, right? In the Air Force, Shane, so pretty cool to have you with us. Like, has a lot of experience. Okay, SimFans, let's go ahead. We're going to get ready to do our takeoff roll here. So, throttle up. I know you usually hit toga there, and you want to put forward pressure until we hit 80 knots, and then that way we can take away from our nose wheel steering and let our rudder do the steering. So you got that forward pressure. Here we go, SimFans. Keep that nose right down.
80 knots.
80 knots, we can let off the yoke. Now we have our rudder take over to give us our direction control. Waiting for V2.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
positive rate.
All right, positive rate, gear up. By the way, Shane, I like your idea. When going to land with the gear, put it to the off position. That's a great idea. So then when you hit the gear down, it actually comes down. That was a nice tip, my friend. Got an aircraft in front of us. Always seems like we have those phantom liveries. I still haven't figured that out. If anybody knows how to fix that, I'm using Global Traffic, or Traffic Global. Just pitching for that 168. All right, so let's see if this works. We'll go VNav, LNav, Command 1. Gotta do a flyby at this point, right? And the Southwest livery. Love it, love it, love it. It might be in a pansy, not like hand flying it to 10,000. I might be. I might have to start doing that. Okay, just about to hit our waypoint here. Can go ahead and clean up the aircraft. Look at these aircraft coming in. Hey, aviation. I'll remember to turn the RTO to off. Look at that. Let them just fly right by us there, Sim fans. Whew. Wow. Why is our TCAS not like barking at us like crazy? That's what I want to know. Does that not seem odd? You'd think the TCAS would be going absolutely freaking bonkers right now with those aircraft that, you know, that close. I mean, seriously. Not sure where he went. Not sure. It's hard to beat that sound effect with the jet going by and the flyby, right? It's so beautiful. SimFans, it's just so beautiful. Shane, yeah, maybe an installation issue. Hopefully it doesn't happen tonight. You know, it didn't happen, did it? Maybe with the update, because Shane, I did do the latest tonight, with the latest full install and the patch, and I didn't hear it tonight, so I don't know. It's been doing it to me for the longest time. All right, let's go ahead and do our checklist for takeoff here, SimFans. So we are in climb, auto brake is off, check, landing wing light, landing wing at 10,000. We want that off, runway turn off. And wheel well. So basically we got to fly up to 10,000 feet. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can't say enough about X-Plane. It still has a place in my heart, SimFans. It just does. And especially with Ortho 4XP. If you don't have Ortho 4XP, okay, two things you have to have, in my opinion, Ortho 4XP, and you definitely have to have X-Vision for the shaders, because you notice how it looks like the lighting looks great. Like the default lighting in X-Plane, it's dull. It almost seems like you're flying in like hazy days every single time. X-Vision is absolutely awesome. And you know, when it went to X-Plane 11.5 and it had Vulkan, right, the API, well, X-Vision didn't work, so I stopped playing. I didn't want to fly an X-Plane anymore because it just looked so drab. It just didn't look that good. So I stopped playing and I completely put all my time in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And now that X-Vision has been patched and it works, the shaders now work with Vulkan, it's great. I highly recommend it, as do I with the Track IR. Captain Canada's Timmy. Timmy, I told Captain Canada, you know, it's like, you got to get Track IR, man, dude. It's like I've been using it for years, and it is like it's a must have. Absolutely. I got some light going on there. I'll fix that in a minute. All right, we're above 10,000, so we can go ahead and turn off our landing lights, SimFans. We'll do that on the Alpha Flight Controls. We'll go ahead and turn off our runway lights. Turn off lights, that is. We'll turn off our wing lights and our wheel well. And now it's time for a flyby to see it darkened up here. Beautiful. Just simply beautiful. Yeah, so Timmy, yeah, so you know, that's okay if you don't have MSFS for the giveaway. You know, that's a good question. I guess if you win the giveaway, you just have to get MSFS. By the way, Timmy, if do you have Xbox Game Pass? If you don't, you know it comes with that. I'm sure you realize that. And if you don't have Xbox Game Pass, if you want to check out Microsoft Flight Simulator for a month, it'll cost you $1. It's a good way to test it out. Yeah, Shane, isn't it? It's great, isn't it? I mean, it's running beautifully.
Air Transport World's 2007 Flight of the Year. A special welcome to Advantage in One World members.
Boy, I should have changed that. I think I have to go into the electronic flight bag to change it to Southwest announcements. Anyway, Shane, my system is 4 years old. Actually, it's a little over that now. I'm running a 1080 8 gig VRAM NVIDIA card. I am running an i7-7700K processor. I think I've got that overclocked. I'm trying to remember exactly how fast I have that overclocked. I can check if you want. I've got 32 gigs of memory. I've got 2 Western Digital external black drives that are 7,200 RPMs that I'm actually running X-Plane on. And because I've got so much ortho for XP, I ran all my internal drives out of space, and so I've got external drives for it. And what am I missing? Oh, I've got a 34-inch Alienware G-Sync monitor, and I love it. 3440 by 1440, Shane, is what I'm running for resolution.
And other travel information. If you need to power your device, AC power outlets are located at every seat.
Just can't get enough the flybys, as you all know. I say that every time. Oh boy, they're still talking back there.
As carry-on items may have shifted during takeoff.
As we bank. All right, now we can go ahead and I want to kind of. I usually put my left MFD to 40 nautical miles, SimFans, and I typically will put my right MFD at 80. I just kind of like that. Kind of gives me that preview of what's to come. That green arc, by the way, that is showing our top of climb. So when we reach that green arc, that means we'll be at 35,000 feet. And what we want to do is we want to see that green arc intersect that round circle, green circle there. That's T-C, which represents top of climb. So that means we'll be at our 35,000 feet cruising altitude for tonight's flight. $737. You're absolutely right, aviation. 737 is what it should be in my thumbnail. I'll have to remember that next time. All right, we're at 18,000 feet. That's our transition altitudes. We're going to do standard pressure. It's 29.92. So we're going to switch that. We're going to hit STD on both of those buttons there. Or dials. There's a button on the dial that's STD for standard pressure. Yeah, I mean, so far, Shane, it looks like it's doing well, my friend. It looks like it's doing well. Okay, so let's get some tunes rocking. Actually, I'm going to fix this. This drives me nuts when that happens, so give me 1 second. I'm going to get that fixed, SimFans. Hold on. Ugh. All I got to do is, like, stand up, walk by my light. Then I walk back, and I know it's my webcam. So like my webcam will like reset when I do that. Let's see if it works. It should work. I guess I didn't have to turn off the webcam to do that. See? Now we're back. You know, I used to like bring up like OBS and all the settings for the webcam, and I'd think around with all the settings and finally get it fixed. And I just found out one night, I don't know what I was doing. I got up out of my chair and moved from my seat and back in, and then it like fixed itself. And so it's just my obviously that's not a highly technical fix. I do plan on getting a better webcam at some point. I've got like the C920 or 930 Logitech knockoff by its Nexa-Gen. I don't know. What do you think? I think it does all right. Seems to be an okay camera. It's like half the price. So I figured for half the price until I get... By the way, I'm 4 subs away from 600. So if you haven't subbed already, please hit that sub button. I do live streams, reviews, weekly top 5 announcements from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I do try to make it worth your while. If you subscribe, please subscribe. Smash that thumbs up button if you would. 4 away, Sim fans, for our channel. Our channel is almost at 600 subs. Started this essentially at the end of last year, so I appreciate all of you so much. You've all made this so much fun, and building it. It's our channel. This isn't my channel. I see this as our channel. So we are like 4 away from 600 Sim fans. It's pretty cool. I see somebody subscribed during the stream, so thank you. All right, so let's take a look at our progress. Check our progress. What do we got for a progress? Oh, I haven't even switched that. So over on the right, we hit Prague. All right, so top of climb, we should hit at 1901 Zulu. And so we're at 1851, so not too far. Oh, actually, it just switched. So we're about 9 minutes away from our top of climb. Shane, I saw that. Our approach tonight, let's do this. Let me share that with you, Shane and all. With the beauty and the magic of OBS, we can do things like this, Sim fans. There is our route tonight, Shane and Sim fans. So we are doing the Eclipse 1 departure and the Audad 1 approach, or star, if you will. So that's our approach for tonight. Of course, we're going to be landing the ILS 2, and we are, like I said, it's probably like a 3. Well, let's go back here. Take a look. I'll close that for a moment. So yeah, we've got Catman we're flying to now, and we're 62 nautical miles away from our top of climb, and KMSY approximately 2133 Zulu. So what do we got? So basically 7 plus 3, 40, so 2 hours and 40 minutes away. By the way, don't worry. Some of you I know are beginning to panic. Master caution, we've flown with SimFanatic before. We know this guy has starved the plane of gas. We've had to do an emergency landing. Yes, all of these things are true. This time, though, Sim fans, not to worry. It's just that we are running low on our center fuel tank. As we can see, we only got 10 pounds of fuel there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn off our center pumps. They're low pressure because there's no fuel. Simply... Damn it, I hit the wrong thing. No worries, don't panic. Do not panic. I gotta change the mappings of these because I've seen that before where, actually that was because I hit a trim. The trim wheel will auto disconnect autopilot, but I've got my red button on my, let's show you this. So here is my Alpha Flight Controls. And I've got this button set to the track IR, so it actually disables my track IR unit. So I'm looking around, I'm not making you all dizzy. But right now it's mapped to disengage the autopilot, so I got simple enough. I could probably do it right now, but get that center back on there. But yeah, anyway, I got to get that adjusted. Aviation Spotter, thank you, my friend. Aviation Spotter says, short runways are your landing gear's worst enemy. The landing always reminds them of their fears. Absolutely. Aviation Spotter, thank you for the $1 dono, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. As always, I will be putting that towards stuff for all of us, whether it's software that scenery we fly to, aircraft we fly in, utilities we might use, or hardware. Thanks, Aviation. You're most generous. You've donated so much, so thank you so much. All right, so yeah, let's check out. So we're cruising right along, Sim fans. 27,800 feet. We're getting close to that 35,000 where we'll make a call back. I forgot. You know what I should do is, Aviation, and the rest of you, I should use PAC-X more. I always forget to use PAC-X. It's kind of fun. PAC-X is a great time. Requesting background news. Oh, yes, I forgot to put that on. Yes, thank you, Aviation. I'll turn that down, though. Let me know if that's too loud, not loud enough. Oh, T-Mac, we'll see you later. T-Mac, hopefully I didn't miss you. Gotta go to bed, school tomorrow. T-Mac, thank you for joining the stream. As always, my friend. Catch you soon, and blue skies to you. Hopefully you can join us Saturday. And check out the recorded stream so you can see how bad I do on my landing later tonight. Captain Canada's Timmy, what do you think of the no mask rules now? I am still going to wear mine till the end of the year. You know, I think that, you know, so I've had my second vaccination about 3 weeks ago. I think it's cool. The only thing is it's so politicized. I mean, we've got like half the population that's, or I shouldn't say that, but we got a lot of people that are against it and a lot of people for it. I'm for one. You know, I think it's good to do, but I'm kind of glad they lifted the mask rule for those that are vaccinated. But the thing is, how do people know? You know, I mean, I suppose you could wear like a button, or do they have a button or some sticker that you can say, hey, I've been vaccinated twice, you could put on your shirt or whatever. But you know, it's just so overly politicized. I mean, it's just like, let's go with the science, please. Let's just go with the science and let's get the real science. That's my feeling. Let's go with the science, not the politics on that. Let's see. Shane. Oh, we got another one. You need the A300 for X-Plane 11. Yeah, I probably do. I probably do, Timmy. You know, I haven't gotten that one. I've got the A319. I've got the A319, and I love it. The one from Tolis. Such a great plane. Shane, if you go to the legs page... Oh, did you ask me something? You asked me something, didn't you? And I missed it. AW Dad 1. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so Shane, if you go to the legs page and find the RW... Hold on. How's the music, Aviation? Is that too loud? Okay, so if I go to the legs, and I'm on the legs, and where am I going? Runway, you said? What did you say? Okay, legs page, find the runway selected. Okay, so we go to the runway 2, so we select that. Runway 2. I feel like I'm partway there. I don't know, dude, I'm sorry, I haven't done this a lot. Do I click on this? Oh, I see. So I have to look at a chart, right? I'm gonna have to look at a chart and figure out what I plug in here, I'm guessing. Oh, /100/10. Oh. So I do that here? Where am I doing that, dude? No. Okay. Well, there's a delay too. I've got like 35 seconds or something like that delay between me and you. We gotta do a flyby, Shane. Sorry. Oh! Okay, hold on. Okay, wait a minute. So, it's here. So I put in /100 and then I put it here? Is that right? And then /10 and then like you say am I doing this right, dude? I've never done this. That's cool, dude. And I don't have to hit execute or anything. It just puts them there. Huh. All right, we'll try it, dude. I assume I can go to. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I assume I can go back to the route, and so we'll go to plan, and then we'll check that out. Let me zoom out. Well, we're zoomed out enough, I think. Hopefully. So step through it here. Oh. Wait a minute. I gotta zoom in. Am I doing this right? Damn it. I think I would know my mappings on my controls here for views. I'm going back through it. Dude, I'm not seeing anything different. What did I do wrong? At least I don't think I am, because that looks the same. Oh, okay. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to switch this back to map. We leave that at 40 nautical miles. Well, it looks correct? Okay, hey man, you're, again, all of you, including you, Shane, you're my first officer, so I'm going with whatever, dude. I haven't messed with that ever. So, awesome. We'll see what happens. Alright, back to 40. Hey man, Shane, if it looks good to you, then it looks good to me, my friend. We're gonna go with it. Awesome. Awesome blossom. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Awesome. Very cool. Ah, looking forward to trying that out. I've never messed with that. Thanks, Shane. Cheers to you. Cheers to all of you, Sim fans. Thanks again so much for joining me and the rest of the crew this Thursday night. Yeah, I agree, aviation. I agree. Okay, so you guys want to hear my story about getting a copyright claim here on YouTube? It was like, I was like, what the hell? It actually happened a while back, and I didn't get an email or anything. Apparently, a copyright claim isn't a big deal. I'm still learning. But yeah, so anyway, there's this copyright claim on my live stream from back in February, and I totally miss it. Oh, Captain Canada's Timmy. Hey, thank you for joining, Captain Canada's Timmy. Do appreciate you for joining. Do come back, join us again. We have all kinds of fun, as you can tell. And look forward to seeing you again. Thanks a lot. Thank you for coming. Blue skies, my friend. So, yeah, so I get this captain. I was going to say Captain Canada again. I get this copyright not infringement, but claim. And basically all it is from what I can tell, and you probably all know this, but if there is the same audio or a same video on YouTube, they have like this thing that runs in the background, and it'll eventually find somebody's original content, and then it'll send a message to them and say, hey, it looks like this streamer or this person used part of your content or your content, and you can earn the royalties from advertising in that from their channel. So basically what it does is it blocks the streamer from being able to make money if you hit that 1,000, so you got to be part of that partners program, which I'm not yet because I'm at close to 600. But anyway, but even so, I've already noticed that there's still advertising already happening on my videos. So what happens is that money goes to whoever claims the copyright. So it's not a copyright strike. The copyright strike is the bad one. So anyway, I'm like, well, what the hell? Why do I have a copyright claim? I mean, like the music you're listening to now, yeah, I've got it linked below, and it's royalty free. You just give credit. And so I'm like, what is going on? So I like find where the clip is, and I listen to it, and it's Frank Sinatra singing "New York, New York," and I'm hearing it in the background. I'm like, where is that coming from? I'm like, did I have like some, ad going on another, tab in my browser? Like, what the hell? I finally figured it out. What it was, and I should have done that. Oh my God, hold on. I just wanted to make sure. So I have an Alexa device in my studio here, and so now I got to be careful because I said that. Now she's listening. I need to go mute her. But I had said the name of that song. And so it started up and it started playing, and my Blue Yeti mic is so sensitive, it picked it up, and you could hear it in the video. So I kid you not, so I get a copyright claim because my stupid little puck Alexa, the Echo, and she's listening again. Oh, look at that, holy crap. And we didn't get a single bit of a TCAS alert there. Okay, far out. Anyway, so it starts playing the Frank Sinatra song, making sure it isn't going. and YouTube picked up on it. So I had to trim it. Oh, now it says free of conflict. Maybe I missed it before. Anyway, so that's the story. So it's pretty wild. But I had my headphones on like tonight, so I could hear all the audio, the music, and the sound of the simulator and everything going through here. So I didn't even hear my Alexa unit playing the song. By the way, I'm gonna go turn her off. Give me 1 sec. I don't want to have that happen again. Going to go turn Alexa off. Mute. No, stop. Don't listen to me. She's always listening. Sometimes kind of wonder, like, what goes through those, right? Because they're always listening. Not just when you say the name. I got her muted now. Or, yeah, the microphone muted on her now. So, anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. I was sitting there scratching my head for a while, like, where is this coming from? And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, wait a minute, I know what happened. Started playing the New York, New York song from Frank Sinatra. Okay, so this doesn't make sense. So what it was is, on the live stream, I was flying through the Fly Tampa scenery. And, of course, the New York, New York hotel. So I'm like, oh yeah, off to our right is the New York, New York hotel. And then the flippin' Alexa starts playing New York, New York from Frank Sinatra, and I get a freaking copyright claim. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The stuff that happens, Sim fans, I tell ya, it's crazy. Almost anymore, you got to be afraid of what you say, because you never know who or what is going to be listening to you. You know what I mean? And then a lot of us are working from home and have our cameras on and our microphones on. It's like, definitely watch what you do or say almost every minute of the day. Goodness. Yeah, aviation is pretty crazy, dude. Okay, so Shane, I missed these. Your altitude will go to the right line, select 3007. Then for winds, you put in the altitude 300, 240, and 12,000. Left the projected winds on the right line, select keys 2509427. Oh my! If you want, really only helps for longer range flights, but the altitude does help to plug it in. If you forget and don't realize it, it's in for sure. Awesome. You know, I'll probably play around with that. Shane, I got to do some stuff. I'm certainly happy to do it during the live stream, but I might play around with that a little bit, get more familiarized with it. But no, appreciate the tip, Shane. That's awesome. Thank you, my friend. All right, so we're in cruise. So check permanently the autopilot and the FMC. Check fuel consumption. Center fuel pump off when empty. We already did that. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and, Sim fans, let's go ahead and check. Let's do a call out. I think it's time for a call out and then a cabin tour. So we're gonna go home. We're gonna go PA system, and we're gonna go ahead and turn the music down for just a moment. Actually, we'll just pause it, and we're gonna do our level off call out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're level to our initial cruise altitude, expecting.
Oh, that's all good, Shane. Thank you. Thank you.
I
appreciate the tips, man. Seriously, I'm going to try it out.
Seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened about you at all times in case you encounter unexpected bumpy air. And we do thank you for flying with us on American.
See, it says American. Shane, you can change it, I think. I think we have to go, PA settings right there. But see, it has numbers, so announcements. See, I don't know who one is. Let's see. Is it the same?
For the flight deck, we level off now at our cruising altitude.
Let's hear who this is.
We're going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. I'd like to kindly ask if you are staying in your seats to keep those seatbelts comfortably fastened for your safety. Onboard computer showing an on-time arrival. No ATC delays either. We're going to stay quiet up here. Have you enjoy the flight and the service. Once again, welcome aboard.
Oh, they didn't say any aircraft. The other one was American, I think. Let's see what, I won't try to do all of them, but let's do two. What's two? I think it's 5 maybe that, I don't know, I remember. 5 is Southwest, yeah.
Now it should be a relatively smooth flight.
Awesome, thanks, Shane.
Please,
I thought it. I don't know how I remembered 5 because it's been forever since I flew this.
At your request, your seatbelt test.
All right, we'll go to 5. 3, 4, 5.
United 1.
Well, now they tell us.
United 2. Southwest 1.
There we go. Okay, now we'll do a level off for Southwest. Now it's been set number. That's terrible. Huh? I can't understand you, pilot. Okay, who did that recording? Retry. Let's try 8. 8.
Southwest 2.
That's got to be better. It can't be worse than that was. Does like Southwest, do the 737 have that bad of PAs, or is it just because both of them are bad? I don't know. That's probably just whoever submitted the recording, right? I don't know if those are WAV files. They're probably not WAV files. They're probably injected to something, but wouldn't be surprised if they're WAV files. Probably can replace those, I'm guessing. Yeah, virtual sim. Southwest virtual. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put the tunes back on, SimFans. I'm gonna check out the sound here really quick. I don't know if that's too loud. Maybe just a couple notches up, maybe? What do you guys think? Maybe just a few. Like, we're at 15. I'll go 20 here. Maybe that'll be better. I need to go back and normalize some of the tunes just so that they're all the same decibels, because like sometimes I'll have like music come in really loud and others will be like really soft, like this song. Okay, SimFans, what should we talk about? Who's got a topic? Aviation. What if there's an emergency and the PA sounds like that? No doubt, dude. Like, exactly. Yeah, I don't, like, people would not know where to go or what to do, would they? Let's check out the bottom of this one. You know, it's been a while since I looked. Oh yeah, that looks good. So, how about you Microsoft Flight Sim fans out there? Have you been playing, have you been doing a lot of commercial flights? Well, aviation you do all the time, dude. So since, what was it, update 3, Sim Update 3, that they added the contrails for single player. They don't have them for the AI yet, but does it look good? Honest to God, all I do is I fly general aviation in MSFS, and I fly all my commercial in here, as you know. So, does it look good? What do you guys think? I mean, I'd like to know if it looks good. Look at that ortho, though. Love that ortho. Just gorgeous. Yeah, Shane, it definitely, the update seems to be working really well. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any problem, Shane, with the latest version of the Zibo, and it seems to have fixed the issues I was having on the takeoff warning, that my configuration wasn't correct, so that's really nice to see. guys like my shirt? Everything's backwards. Stone. It's one of my favorites. Love. See, now that's loud. I definitely have to normalize the audio on these music clips here. There's a, see how that evened out? But like if I go right here, see how it gives that step ladder effect? Like the anti-aliasing isn't working on the shadows. But there it does. You gotta admit, SimFans, that at 35,000 feet, this looks every bit as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, at least over the, desert area. If you have ortho, key, you have to have ortho, right? You Microsoft Flight Simulator fans, did you notice that Orbx is releasing, or they have released, like higher terrain mesh for Microsoft Flight Simulator? Have you seen that? And it's like, I can't remember what it was. It was like, was it upper northwest US or something? I can't remember for sure. But there was like before and after pictures when it's applied. And I'm like, if you didn't have them, and I had a hard time just even telling between the two. So it's like, if I can hardly tell between the two from the images flipping back and forth, it's like, why would I pay $15 for this? Now maybe if you're flying in the mountains, like bush flying, maybe then, I guess. Let's see, let's go check out ourselves here. This guy is, I swear it looks like he's wearing like, you know, those big earlobe things. That guy, but maybe they're just, hold on. I can't tell. I gotta go into a different camera mode. You can see them from the sides here. Yeah, they're just your earpods or something, right? That's some beautiful texture work though on that. God, that's beautiful. For free too. If we zoom in here, we can see our passengers. Gal's asleep. I think it's about time for a cabin tour, don't you? Let's take a look, see. Door. Ooh, this has changed. We've got like some reflection stuff going on here, Shane. Yeah, they must have added a lot of PBR textures on the inside of the cabin here, because that's definitely, that's definitely different. Definitely different. That looks much better. We still have our Coke and stuff. Yeah, that looks, wow, that looks amazing. I love the reflections there. Gal's still upset after all this time. I'm gonna say that every time I do a cabin tour. She's always ticked off for some reason. This looks amazing though. What do we have as for the floor here? We have like marble. I've never noticed a aircraft to have that much reflection on the center aisle. It's all good though. Look at that reflection on the doors. That's gorgeous. The countertop, they definitely improved that. Can I open this? I want to get into the lavatory. Let's look out the peephole. Hello, world. Look at these reflections. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's oh, this I love. Look at, you can tell that it's the actual cockpit reflection. It's just to help with performance, I'm sure. I so bad want to pull that lever. I just so badly want to pull that lever, but I'm not going to, because I really don't want to restart the flight, and cause us all to be like, look, they added. Look at this. Got the LCD displays. Of course, I am flying the 787, right? I'm not flying the 78, I'm sorry, not the 787. Jeez, Darren, what the heck? I am flying the 737, not the 738. So, but we've got all these displays, and we've got, of course, Austin Meyer, you know, doing the old "I got it" sign, you know, because he's cool. I'm pretty impressed with the texture though with this update chain. Yeah, it looks pretty damn cool, man. It's definitely nice to see. Look at the fuzzies right here. God dang! I mean, seriously, this aircraft is updated more than any PAYWARE aircraft I know. Any PAYWARE aircraft. This thing's like updated. What, Shane? Like every week? I swear this aircraft gets updated like every week. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I have not, Shane. I have to check that out. This is real weather, or supposedly is, right now. So if I go to, let's see, I can go active sky. Let's see if this will work. There we go. So that's active sky, if you haven't seen it. So I kind of like, you can go to map, and we can click on lock to aircraft. So there we are. And so we can see our cloud layers and stuff, weather, flight plan. So I loaded in the flight plan. So this came from SimBrief, so I just loaded that in here, so it's a little more accurate. Briefing for basically every single waypoint, what the weather's like, which is kind of nice. And then of course conditions where we're at right now. So you can see it changes and updates elevation. So anyway, I don't know. I like it. It's worth it, I think, because the built-in weather system for X-Plane pretty much sucks. So it's at least adds some realism to that. I agree, aviation. It is true. Freeware aircraft are, yeah, it does seem like that. I mean, like, take Coronado, for example. I'm not gonna, like, I don't want to rant on them, you know, but you know, they might have an update, and we'll be doing good if they have 2 updates after they do a release, and then you never see a release from them again, typically. You know, and you pay for it. But I mean, like, I don't know, like PAYWARE aircraft such as like Airfoil Labs, and what was the other one we were talking about just recently? Shoot. They make the DA-62. We were just talking about them. But anyway, there are some PAYWARE aircraft that they do provide regular updates, but it's far and few between, unfortunately. So yeah, I think freeware aircraft, a lot of times, they are working harder sometimes. they don't have the man always like, come on, we got to make more money. We got to make new aircraft. Come on, come on, come on. We're not going to make money. We're just going to keep improving the one we already made money on, right? We already got that money. Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Unfortunately, that's sometimes the way it is. So I think you're right, Aviation, because like a lot of times when it's the freeware and the just donations to the developers, they continue to develop because they're already putting it out there for free anyway. They actually care. They want to improve it. They're not just interested in the money. I know. I should do an earlier flight. That's a good point. So should we do like an earlier flight sometime, maybe on like a Saturday? You know, I got so much like stuff going on with family during the day, as probably some of you do. But that's a good point. I am always doing these red-eye flights. Maybe I'll have to mix it up. I did a few times. I did a flight at 3:30 on a Saturday in the afternoon. Maybe I'll have to do that again. That's a good point. What do you guys think? Should we do a live stream this coming Saturday? I'll have to get the WAF, but I could maybe look at bumping it up to either 1 p.m. or maybe 3 p.m. Maybe a shorter hour flight. Yeah. Could definitely do that. Maybe mix it up a little bit. That's some good feedback, guys. Appreciate it. I might have to think about that. Maybe I'll see if I can't do an earlier flight. Yeah. Well, especially on a weeknight, right? Tonight I did a little bit longer flight than I normally try to do. I'm typically trying to do like a 2-hour flight on a Thursday night. This one happens to be a little longer, so we are going 3 hours tonight, SimFans. So we're gonna take a break here at about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So in about 12 minutes, we'll take maybe a 7-10 minute break. But yeah, I might have to do a few earlier flights or shorter flights this late. Good feedback. I appreciate it. Pretty good reflection there. It's been there before, I think. Sim Update 4 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Community testing is underway. We've already started to collect feedback from experienced simmers and pilots alike. The hope for this test is to catch any possible regressions and to test all the new features and bug fixes coming out in the next update. Did you guys see that the BN2 aircraft came out? I mentioned it during the weekly top 5 announcements. I believe that's out. Partnership Series, Azure Cognitive Services. You guys watch that yet? I haven't watched that yet. I gotta watch that. Jorg Newman. So let's see. What are we at? May 13th. So, Sim Update next week, SimFans, for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There will be the Sim Update 4. No, I'm sorry, that's 525. So it's not not a week from today. It's the 25th for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is Tuesday. So a week from this coming Tuesday, we'll have Sim Update 4 and some additional scenery for free, which is always nice for those of you that like Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I know there's quite a few of you that are with me tonight that do. So definitely watch for that. We heard that, right? Let's switch to some. We need to switch to some jazz, don't we? Let's go jazz. Yep, we started with that. Let's switch to some jazz. And you know, the other thing too is like a lot of this freeware, like the sounds too. Like a lot of times the sounds are better because it's, well, I mean, think about it. You know, if it's freeware and they add sounds to it, they're not making money from it. I think, you know, there's a lot less restrictions too. So they can use sound clips and stuff from various sources because they're not profiteering off it. So a lot of times you end up with like better sounds and better systems and all that good stuff. Is that too loud? Is the music too loud, Sim fans? I'll turn it down a little bit. I think it might be a little bit. There we go. So peaceful. So I have a question for all of you that are on right now, 5 of you. So do you tend to like flying an X-plane? I know Shane, you have X-plane. You do a lot of flying an X-plane. You've been in our Discord server, I should say, doing some streaming in Discord. But what do you all prefer? Do you prefer X-plane? Do you prefer Microsoft Flight Simulator? Or do you just say, well, I like both, and it depends on what I'm flying? That's how I am, I guess. I mean, I kind of like mixing it up. I need to get, you know, I think once Microsoft Flight Simulator gets a little more advanced and has some better aircraft systems, FMCs in that, which they're making progress, I'll probably will fly more in there. Depends on the flight models, of course. Definitely depends on the flight models. I still think the flight models are a little bit better for the aircraft in X-plane at this point in time. It's gonna improve in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We've talked about that. PMDG, once those are released in MSFS, I would anticipate see a vast improvement. Of course, there's the whole modeling system within the simulator itself, so that's got to be there for even the best of third-party developers to make great flight models with their PAYWARE aircraft, of course. How freaked out would you be if you looked over and saw a guy with no nose? I mean, it doesn't really, well, it kind of does. I guess he has a nose a little bit. Or how freaked out would you be if you like looked and you realized you were sitting on some gal's lap? Let's go back over here. All right, Shane. Sounds good, buddy. Catch you back in a jiff. How about these? I like the beacon light work, you know, and the strobes. They've done such a good job with that. It's like some of the Caronado aircraft. I've talked about this with Microsoft Flight Simulator too. Like the Just Flight Piper Aero 3's done a good job with their beacon and stuff. But like, you ever seen like the oversaturated? That drives me nuts. Like the nav lights, beacons and such. It just drives me nuts when they're oversaturated and they don't even look realistic. They're like these huge. Well, it actually kind of happens in Microsoft Flight Simulator when you see the AI aircraft, because it just looks like these hugely over-exaggerated beacons and nav lights, which is kind of annoying. Kyle Summers says, what should I order for dinner? What are the options, Kyle? I say go with either I don't know. Are you at a hotel or are you at home? Like, are you ordering room service, or like, I'd say go with a nice, thick, juicy burger, dude. Or are you talking about on the aircraft? Are you talking about you're in a coach? Right. I mean, what we're serving on this flight, Kyle, is nothing but the best. We've got some of the best, like, TV dinner like options. We've got turkey and gravy with powdered mashed potatoes that are partly warm. We've got peas. I mean, we're on Southwest, right? I mean, you can't expect too much. Home in LA, awesome, bro. That's great. Kyle, I think you should now. If you're talking about, oh, I bet it's good to be home, man. Yeah, welcome back home for sure. Geez, if you're in LA, Kyle, you could. I mean, like, the options are endless, right? Now, back in California, you know, we're talking about COVID-19 and mask wearing and everything. Have a lot of the restaurants opened back up out in LA? Because I know there was like a lot that were shut down and locked down and that. Is there some life coming back in LA there to some of the restaurants and businesses, hopefully? Heard it got pretty bad though, with a lot of people, like homeless people and stuff around, and just really, really bad for a while there. I assume it's still that way. Yeah, I know, that's sad, man. You know, that's the sad thing, right? There's so many businesses that, you know, restaurants and others that have gone out of business, and, you know, they're never going to come back. Yeah, right. Yep. Oh, I'm sure there's like a lot of those businesses and restaurants that have been there for like years and years and years, and now they're closed, and there are like probably a lot of local favorites that are like not coming back, and that's a super bummer. You know, there'll be new ones though that come back once the economy and things get back to some sense of normal, and you know, there'll be a silver lining, but it still sucks, no doubt. No doubt. All right, Sim fans. Hey, it's 10:02, so let's take an 8-minute break. I'm going to refresh my my drink. I'll be back with you. We'll leave the outside view here on. We'll be playing the jazz tunes and just chilling. But go ahead and grab yourself a refreshment and maybe a snack. We'll be back here in 8 minutes, and yeah, stick around. We will be back for the conclusion. We still got, let's check that really quick. What do we have left here, Sim fans? We have got, all right, so to KMSY is 21:33. yeah, I mean, we've got time. We've got time. So stick around, Sim fans. Grab yourself a beverage and a snack. Kyle, order your food. Get yourself something ordered. And Sim fans, I will be back with you momentarily. Stick around. All right, Sim fans, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it very much. Back with you. Back with you. Let's go, as the countdown timer says. Welcome back. Did you all get a beverage? Did you get a orange whip or a snack maybe? I've got a weigh-in tomorrow, so I try to like not eat too much on, you know, Thursday nights, because I weigh in every Friday morning, and I lost 50 pounds in the last year. I used to be a lot bigger. So I did the Atkins diet and lost 50 pounds, and so I've just been kind of not really on Atkins, but kind of changed my eating style. So now I just kind of like watch what I eat for carbs, right? So, but I weigh in every Friday morning, and it's just one of those like drum roll things, right? Before I see the results. Cal, I see you said many of my friends moved back to home with their parents. I got very lucky and have great friends out here who have always kept me busy. I stand on the shoulders of giants for sure. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Just rely on the friends. I mean, relying on each other. That's a good thing, man. Gotta love your friends for sure. Help you through the bad times, and you know, celebrate the good times. They're coming back. They're coming back. Been crazy. Crazy. Let's see what we got here, Sim fans. All right. What do we got? We got KMSY at 21:33. So 21:33, we've got 6 minutes, 33:39. So an hour and 39 minutes to watch me butter this landing, because you know I will. No. I'll try. Hour and 39 minutes, Sim fans, until we are at the gate at New Orleans. And that is once again, that's a PAYWARE scenery for vertical simulations. Again, that is the company that is giving the free giveaway on an upcoming live stream of mine, or of ours, if you will, for the Sky Harbor Duluth scenery. It's a nice little package. It's not expensive. It's very affordable, which is probably why I'm getting it for free to give away. But hey, that's cool. I mean, I'm fairly new to this, so I appreciate them being willing to do that. I really appreciate that very much, and they do it for us. And they've always made good scenery that is at a reasonable price for both X-Plane and they are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I will put a link to their site in chat, Sim fans. They are really, actually, I mean, it's not like spectacular scenery like, oh, it's just like, you know, Fly Tampa like, but he does a pretty darn good job. So let me put that in chat here right now. And there you go. It's in chat. So check it out if you haven't already. Again, reasonable scenery for the price, for sure. And the scenery I will be giving away probably in the next week or two from Saturday. I'll do it on a Saturday stream. Check out the Sky Harbor Duluth scenery on that link. That will be a giveaway on an upcoming stream. And hey, I'm going to do it for those of you that are on. You probably have a pretty good chance because, like, you know, the highest I've had, I think, is 15 watchers at one time. And there might be more when I do the giveaway, of course. But you stand a pretty good chance of winning it. And so definitely for those of you that are here right now, it might be worth your while. So yeah, check that out. And it will be the Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery version. I don't know if he actually makes a Duluth Sky Harbor that is for X-Plane, but in any case, do check that out. That'll be an upcoming live stream this month. I've got to try out a tool that I found to do the giveaway, so make it fair, make it random, and all that good stuff, right? It'll be my first giveaway. So here is the scenery. Feeling lucky. That's right, Kyle. Amen, brother. Amen. But yeah, check that out. So just put it in chat, the link to the scenery that'll be a giveaway. It's only $5, you know, but hey, if it's free, you know, why not? And we did fly out. I mean, it got 5 out of 5 7-star ratings. At a nice little airport. If you've ever been to Duluth, Minnesota, we've been there. My wife and I went there, and during the fall, it's absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful in the fall. Fall, winter. Gorgeous scenery. It's a nice location, so do check that out. And again, probably, just to give you kind of a preview, I'm guessing... My goal is, SimFans, is that I'll be doing that on the 22nd or 29th live stream. I thought about doing it in the fly-in, but I basically said I was going to do the giveaway this month, so I can't do that because our fly-in is first Saturday of every month when we multiplayer and do a stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator together. So we'll look at the 22nd or 29th for that giveaway. I got to figure out how to do the giveaway yet. I want to make it fair, like random, but you'll stand a good chance at winning it because, again, I think that the most I've ever had at one time has been 15. I might have hit 16 one time, so probably stand a pretty good chance. Definitely stand a better chance to winning the scenery than you do if you go to Vegas and sit at even the blackjack table. Kyle, you drinking scotch tonight? I'm having a little bourbon and Diet Coke, as I usually do. Little Evan Williams, if you will. I don't mix, don't worry, I don't mix the good bourbon. I've mentioned this before. I don't mix good bourbon with Coke, okay? I put it with either on the rocks or even just straight in a little tulip snifter or whatever you call it. Oh, that's all right, though. That's good, Kyle. That's good. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. You can save money, don't have the extra calories. I'm gonna go see what I have. Well, don't let me encourage you. Don't let me be a bad influence, Kyle. Glencairn, I've never had that one. My guess is, Kyle, when you do have something, it's usually a scotch, am I right? Glencairn, what is that? Is that like a Highland, Lowland, Speyside? What kind of scotch is that? Is that like a 10, 12? As you can see from my shirt, I'm a huge Stone. Kyle, you know about Stone. That's out your way. Escondido, California. You know that. You've probably been there, man. Tulip-shaped glass, yes. Oh, Glencairn. I got you, boy. Boy, you got me. Here I thought I was like aficionado. No, I would never claim that, right? But I do like the following. I like, if you want a really good bourbon, sorry for you that are probably if you're watching this, you're underage, just ignore what I'm saying, right? Don't drink, don't do any of that, wait until you're 21, all that. Elijah Craig is definitely a great buy. Buffalo Trace, if you can get it, but you just can't find it. It's very hard to find. Buffalo Trace is awesome. I've got, let's see, what do I have? Eagle Rare, that's also made from Buffalo Trace Distilleries. That's a good bourbon, excellent bourbon. Blanton's is also Buffalo Trace. That's kind of like their top shelf, very hard to find. I've got some of that, which is an excellent bourbon. Oh my gosh, if you've ever heard of Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, oh boy, is that a good one. That one is absolutely fantastic. I would actually say it's better than Blanton's. I got a bourbon group that we get together and do tasting, and they're all just like Blanton's, and I'll admit it is good, but I'll tell you, the Double Oaked Woodford, that is amazing stuff. That's okay, you misspelled it. I should have got that anyway. That's okay, Kyle. It's all good, my friend. All good. Yeah, let's see, what are some other ones? Hey, Kyle, I don't know if you ever saw my live stream, but I had the Game of Thrones edition of Johnny Walker. I had the Fire and Ice edition, and I was like, well, what is this? Is this like a red? Is it a black? I knew it wasn't a blue, but I was like, this has got to be the black, because red is a little bit, I don't know, I'm not crazy about the red, but I looked it up, and it's actually a black. And it was on sale at Hy-Vee, is the grocery store here in Iowa. It was on sale, geez, for a $7.50 bottle. It was like $25 or $23, and it had really cool art on it. For you Game of Thrones fans out there, we'll just ignore the last season. Last season sucked, but yeah, it's actually a pretty decent buy. Is that, what is black? A bottle of black Johnny Walker, I think it's at least 40, $50. So you have the Buffalo Trace? Dude, I have like a little bit of Buffalo Trace left, and I don't have that much left. That's funny. You put down your Glamorange 10 for the Buffalo Trace. Hey man, it's probably just as good, isn't it? If not, yeah. I mean, it's bourbon versus scotch. I mean, right? Apples and oranges. That's funny. Damn, now I'm making myself want to go grab some Buffalo Trace. I just have like a little bit left. Or maybe some of the Double Oaked. Oh my gosh, Sim fans. If you like bourbon, you have got to try the Double Oaked from Woodford. I am telling you now. Yeah, it's gone. I know, it's so good. Even like their standard stuff is really good. But you know what? I'd rather have Buffalo Trace, and Buffalo Trace is such a good buy. Buffalo Trace is like, bar none. I mean, Elijah Craig's good, but Buffalo Trace is the best bourbon for the dollar, in my opinion. Absolutely, hands down. That's why you can't find it. Right now, it's so hard to find. Good stuff. Good stuff. People like Jack Daniels, and it's fine. It's a Tennessee whiskey, and it's okay. I mean, but yeah, if I'm going to drink something straight up, I'm going to go with Buffalo Trace or Elijah Craig. I don't mind Maker's. I don't know if any of you like Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is okay. It's got a unique flavor, but it's a decent bourbon. It's unique. I'll just say that. The 46 is kind of the next level up, right? But the Maker's Mark and the 46. I'd prefer the 46. If somebody going to say, do you want the 46 or the Maker's? Maker's Mark 46 or the regular Maker's, obviously. You're going to go with the 46, right? But yeah. Oh yeah. Jameson is pretty tasty, yes. Actually, you know what? I missed out, so get this, Kyle. So I was mentioning Hy-Vee. That's a grocery store here in the Midwest. So their wine and spirits, they had Jameson on sale, $7.50. They had 2 bottles for, I want to say it was $28. So essentially $14 a bottle, and I didn't get there to get it, and I really missed out on that. Yeah, as far as Irish whiskey, I like Jameson. I dig Jameson. It's a good whiskey. Yeah, for sure. For sure, brother. I never used to be into spirits. You know, I used to just be like, beer was my thing, and brewed beer. I mentioned that. I've done all grain brewing. I've got all the equipment, and I love doing it. I haven't done it for a while, to be honest, but it seems like the older I get, the more I'm getting into spirits. Because beer is just so filling. It's just so, like, the kind of beer I like is just so filling and heavy, and it's just loaded with carbs, where, you know, like spirits, zero carbs in spirits. Not 0 calories, but 0 carbs. So, oh yeah, the LA markup. Yeah, I bet there's a huge markup out there. I mean, I'm in Iowa, and there's a big enough markup here, but yeah, I can imagine. That's got to be a big markup there. For sure. For sure. And that's the beauty of simming, right? You can have your beverage while you fly. It's certainly not something we could do while we're flying for real, right? Are there any good series out there, whether Netflix, Amazon, oh geez, what's the other big one? I'm like missing it here. Netflix, Amazon, and God, what's my problem, guys? It's like on the tip of my tongue, the other one. But anyway, any good series? Yeah, 0.04, yes, 12 hours, I know, Kyle, right? Don't have to worry about that simming. I need to find a new series to watch. Like, something that I can, like, I don't know, just dive into. I finished a recent series for the second time through. I gotta find a new series to watch. You know, like the marathon thing, right? It's like we were talking about Game of Thrones earlier. That was like, I remember when Game of Thrones came out. I was so out of the loop. I didn't see like the first year, and so like the second year it came out, I like got into it. I'm like, holy crap! And I like watched, like, I swear I watched the first season in like 1 day or 1.5 days. I was just like glued. Aces down. Hulu, thank you. Oh my God, Aces, thank you. Welcome to the stream, Aces. Good to have you. Hulu is, yeah, that's the one. But yeah, so I don't know. What's a good series out there? Because there's got to be some good series that are out there, and you guys got to get me onto something new. You know what? I've never watched Parks and Rec. Believe it or not, I've heard really good things about that. I have not seen Parks and Rec, so I thought about like starting to watch that one. But that one, I think you have to have the NBC on-demand app, right? Oh, I like all the series. Just whatever's good. I don't care. I mean, anything that's good, Aces. I don't care. Just something that is good. I mean, I don't care if it's like drama, if it's like wars, like Band of Brothers, The Pacific, The Wire. You know, it could be a cops and robbers type of thing. Breaking Bad, I've seen all the way through twice. I've seen The Sopranos all the way through twice. I've seen Schitt's Creek all the way through twice. I mean, Westworld. Yes, Westworld is a good one, Kyle. I started watching it, and I had a bunch of stuff come up that I got out of it. I kind of forgot about that one. Yeah, Westworld's good. Thank you. That's a good one. I have to get back into that one. Definitely. Westworld, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. How about the other one I kind of got into a little bit, I haven't finished it, is... damn it. My brain's not firing tonight. It's going to come to me. It's going to come to me. I don't want to say it because I know Aces will know like right away. I don't want to say it because this memory is like a steel trap. It is... Damn it. Ozark. So I started watching that, and I've seen like the first, I don't know, it was like maybe the first year or two, and yeah, that's pretty good. The gal kind of bugs me though. What's her name? Not Claire. God, what's her name? I don't know. I have a hard time believing that, but it was the first year, so I don't know. Kyle said third season is all right. Haven't finished, but was entertaining on Westworld. Okay. The Expanse, Chuck. Monk is good. Oh yeah. Person of Interest. I've heard of the other ones. I don't think I've heard of Person of Interest. What's that on, dude? Many, many more. See, what's great about this is like YouTube will capture that, so I can just go back and like see. I should screenshot it though because I won't remember exactly where I'm at. I just screen captured that. No, so yeah, Numbers. That was a good one too. Numbers is good. Yeah, to be honest, like The Wire, it's gotten so many good reviews, but honestly, I have not seen the whole thing through. I think I've seen the first like 2 seasons of that one. It's like some of these I just like, I see like the first season or two, and then I kind of, I don't know, I lose interest or I just get busy and I don't finish them. Like ones that really captivate me is probably more of the crime. Yeah, probably some of the crime stories, like you know, like Breaking Bad and you know, Sopranos. Yeah, some of those are really good. God, what was it? What's the one with the politics one that was on Netflix? Oh shoot, it was the Washington one with Kevin Spacey. What was that one? I'm trying to remember now what that one was. I can't remember the name of it. That'll come to me, and I know like Aces Down's gonna have it like in a second. God darn it, what was that one? It's like the gal from Forrest Gump, Jenny, and then it was Kevin Spacey. West Wing, that one's a good one too. Yeah, West Wing, for sure. Yeah, HBO Plus is definitely worthwhile. Notice I have to zoom, I have to like look because I've got the little chat stuff that comes up before it posts into YouTube with OBS. Oh, the Person of Interest? Okay. What's the Kevin Spacey one though? I'm trying to remember the Kevin Spacey one. Before he got into trouble, like so many do. I have to look it up because I can't remember. House of Cards. That's what it was. House of Cards. So like the first couple seasons of that were like super awesome. They were like just fantastic. Of course, Aces, you get it like right now. And of course, this is going to come after you post. We usually do that all the time. Like, we'll find the thing at the same time, and I'm like 30 seconds, 15 seconds ahead, and you'll have it in chat. Yeah, House of Cards, that's good. I don't know if any of you seen that. Like, the first few seasons of that is really good. I mean, it got an 8.7 on IMDb. Can't argue with that one. Definitely awesome. You know what it is? You know, actually I just figured it out, guys. I just figured it out. I know now why Microsoft Flight Simulator Asobo doesn't have the flyby. They don't have the Doppler effect. They don't have the Doppler effect sound, so they can't do the fly. Just kidding. Gotta love the flyby though. I know, dang lag. Right? For sure. Aces, I was just saying to the Sim fans here, you like my Stone shirt? Can't remember if you like Stone beer, Aces, but thought I'd wear a different shirt tonight. It's not an aviation shirt, so I apologize. I'm not, staying with the theme here. But had to pull this shirt out. Don't worry, it's not COVID cough. I just swallowed wrong. Ugh. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it has a Doppler effect. I was just kidding. I was just joshing. I was being funny. I wasn't being funny. I was just being silly. Oh, see, I know what to say to get you guys started. All I gotta, you haven't figured me out yet. All I gotta do is say some shit that isn't right, and then I'll get you all to start chatting. Aviation, you can actually do a flyby view, but you'll just have to set it up, unlike XP 11 where you click one button. I have to figure that out, Aviation, for sure. Haven't heard of that beer yet? Oh, jeez. Aces, you gotta check that out, dude. You gotta check. I know you drink beer, so I know you gotta check that out, man. I'm telling you, Kyle, all I gotta do is say something that's like, if the chat window gets really, just like silent, all I gotta do is say something wrong, and I'll do that. I'll like try to think of something like, oh, let me say something that's maybe wrong, and then I'll get Faces and Aviation start talking. Oh, and others too. Actually, I don't mean to do that, but I might start now. I think I just figured something out. Oh, that's good stuff. Cheers. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Oh, good. We're having some fun. As usual. Aces, Aviation said, I always do these red-eye flights, and he's right. So I'm going to talk to my better half, and maybe what I'll do, SimFans, is like, maybe I'll try to schedule something a little earlier on Saturday. Like, what would you guys prefer? I mean, I want to hear from all you regulars. Like, should we shoot for like a 3 o'clock, a 1 o'clock, maybe a 7 o'clock? I mean, that's not that much earlier than 8:30, I realize, but what do you all want to hear? What do you all want to see? Like, I'll try to do an earlier stream on Saturday. Maybe we can get some more folks in here. Noon? That's okay. I was thinking maybe, Kyle, maybe we could do noon. Yeah, noon or afternoon, so like noon or maybe between noon and 3. Just after lunch, okay. Cheers, Aces, for sure, buddy. Cheers, bud. Glad to have you finally on the stream. See, sometimes Aces is like, well, I know you have a lot of stuff going on too, and it's kind of nice to get all of you in, but I don't want to keep you all so late either. So I like that idea, Kyle. I was kind of thinking maybe that, like doing an after lunch, like, so what do you think? Like noon or 1? What would be better? I mean, like some of us, it's like, maybe we're trying to get stuff done during the day too, but I mean, I gotta mix it up. You're right. I think that was a good thing to bring up, Aviation, for sure. I mean, maybe I, need to mix it up a little bit here and there, because I've been doing 8:30 at night flights for Thursday and Saturday, so I'll try something different. Oh, I mean, Aces, but but kind of finding that niche too, right? I mean, like a lot of you are like nights work, but yeah, I might. Yeah, I'll see. I'll talk to the better half, and I'll see if I can't get something scheduled for maybe this Saturday. Because I'm going to the in-laws on Sunday, so I'm like spending, like pretty much I think all day Sunday. At the in-laws. It's near Des Moines, and so I probably could get away with an earlier stream on Saturday because of it. So maybe I'll shoot for a 1 o'clock or a 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, yeah, I'll shoot for 3. I like 3. I think 3 sounds good. So I'll see if I can't make that happen, SimFans. So watch for that. I'll schedule it. I'll talk to my wife. And I'll look at getting that scheduled for 3 o'clock Saturday. That might be. We might get some, some some fans in, sim fans. Maybe we'll get some new fans, and if we do it a little earlier too. Yeah, right, Aces. Midday shorter flights, long hauls for late nights like this, but midday up an hour can still work. Yeah, so that's all good feedback. I'm gonna think about that. I might mix it up. You know, so I've got like this summer. I think my schedule is gonna open up a little bit, and I might be able to mix in maybe 3 streams. But you know, Aces, like I talked about last stream. Next week I'm going to try to do racing on Tuesday nights. So I'm going to try to start doing racing streams on Tuesday nights, just to kind of mix in something different than flight. So Aces, I know you're interested in iRacing, so I do plan on subscribing possibly on Sunday or Monday to iRacing, just to let you know. And I know we're going to get Aces in iRacing sim fans, so you're gonna have to watch for that, because we're gonna see if we can't partner up and do some NASCAR racing. Get Aces from the rookie class up to the Class A where I'm at. I'll help you out, Aces. I'll do my best, my friend. I'm gonna get probably by the time you get up to B, I'll probably be dropped to B or C. People crashing into me, but it's for a good cause. Ooh, let's race, Kyle says. Kyle, that's right. I think were you the one that said you do Wreckfest or Forza? I can't remember. iRacing for sure, man. I love iRacing. I do. I really love it. I just wish it wasn't so damn expensive. It's so expensive. You know, you got to make sure if you're gonna sim fans, if you're gonna pay for an iRacing subscription, you better be racing at least a couple times a week, and even at that, even a couple times a week. So like, I should say it this way, a couple nights a week, and each night you should be racing at least twice to make it worthwhile. I mean, it's $13 a month. You know, you can get it cheaper if you go with a year, but it's so damn expensive. But the one thing you're gonna get is serious people racing. That's good and bad. Don't jump in that you want to just like screw around, because it's not the sim. If you want to jump in and like wreck and crash and screw around, don't subscribe to iRacing, because you're gonna have a lot of people that are like ticked off at you. But if you want to get into some serious racing, iRacing all the way, baby. I mean, shit, you got real NASCAR racers racing on iRacing, right? I mean, like COVID times, there's like, how crazy was that though? Like they were actually televising iRacing. Like on ESPN. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I was like, holy shit, I've done iRacing for years, and now all of a sudden it's on ESPN? Because of COVID, but still, it's like, wow. Amazing. F1 is cool too, yeah. F1 racing. I've never got, Kyle, to be honest, I haven't gotten into that as much, because I like oval tracks, and I think it's just I'm so used to driving oval. I mean, obviously NASCAR has road tracks, but not that many in comparison to Yeah, I've got, because I mean, I've actually, you can buy the cheaper pedals that are just the 2 pedals, the brake and the accelerator. I definitely would recommend going with like Club Sport pedals, and with the shifter, definitely. Always go with the manual, especially like if you're road racing for sure, because you can just you get so much of an advantage over somebody that doesn't have a manual clutch and shifter. Do I drive manual in real life is what you just asked. I'm sorry, I missed the IRL. No, actually, I had a Camaro. I used to have a Z28 that had a manual shifter, and but I don't have that anymore. So I would like to get a Corvette at some point and get that, but yeah. Sorry, Kyle, I missed the IRL part. Yeah, for sure. I do plan on at some point, like when I retire or before, I plan on buying a plane. Probably just be, you know what I'd really like is a Pipistrel. If you guys ever seen the Pipistrel, that is an amazing plane. I mean, the performance of that thing, I would love to get one of those if I can afford it. I mean, by the time I retire, I should be able to. And obviously get a hangar and stuff. And I also want to get probably, I mean, some sports car. I'm a huge Camaro fan, but maybe Camaro or a Corvette or something like that with, for sure, Kyle, a manual transmission. I definitely can drive manual transmission in real life, yeah. By the way, that reminds me, true story. I saw this bumper sticker. It was so funny. I'm like at a stoplight and I see in front of me, and I gotta think of how it was worded so I get this right, or it's gonna bomb. It said, okay, so it showed an H pattern. I mean, it wasn't like showing a shifter, it just showed an H pattern. And it said, this car is protected with an anti-millennial theft device. That was the greatest bumper sticker ever. I was like, oh, that is so good. Or millennial anti-theft device, I think. I might have said that wrong. But this car is protected with a millennial anti-theft device. And it was an H pattern for a shifter. I thought that was great. Kyle says, my daily is a 6MT Subaru Crosstrek here in LA traffic. Oh, I bet you're shifting all the time, dude. Good God. Manual transmission, 6-speed. Holy crap. Yeah, you're getting a workout on that one, I'm sure, with LA traffic. Hey, Kyle, aren't you originally from Texas, if I remember right? Because it seemed like we were flying to DFW and you mentioned your house or something like that. I think aren't you originally from Texas too? So you went out to LA for the studio work and stuff, is that right? That's awesome. Mostly in between gears, yeah. God. Dude, I've driven well, I haven't driven in LA. I've driven in San Diego, and like I mentioned, when I went to Stone in Escondido, which is such a gorgeous drive. I love. You know what the thing I found? You always hear about like traffic in I don't know about LA, but I was like, when we went there, actually I mentioned Camaro. I love Camaros. So the first time my wife and I went to San Diego, we just had like we rented a car, and we just had your standard car. I think it was just like I don't know what it was. It was just a standard vehicle, mid-size. And they were like, hey, well, when we got out of, we got to the airport and, we're going to the car rental place. I saw a Corvette, a Camaro, and a Ford Mustang. And I half jokingly said to my wife, I'm like, God, wouldn't it be good? Because I always had I had a 2001 Z28 and I had a 1996 Z28. And I never had when the Camaro came back, because they, stopped, Chevrolet stopped production, right? And then they brought the Camaro back, and I was like, well, you know what? I like the retro, like the new design, like a current design, but the retro look, and I always loved that. And so we stopped there, and I'm like, oh God, wouldn't that be awesome if we could like rent a Camaro? And I'm like, oh God, it's gonna be too expensive. So we get to the counter, and as they usually do, they're like, well, you can upgrade to such and such. And like my wife half jokingly said, well, how much to upgrade to the Camaro? And then the guy's like, and he's like, well, let's see, you guys can be here for a week. He's like, I can upgrade you to the Camaro for $250. And of course, I go to like, I said to him, I go, a night? He's like, no, for the whole time. I'm like, wait, you'll upgrade us from our mid-sized generic general vehicle, $250, we can have a Camaro for the whole week. It was convertible, by the way, in San Diego. Beautiful weather all the time, right? He's like, yeah, $250. I'm like, sold. So, but oh my God, they have horrendous blind spots. Unless obviously you have the top down. Just terrible blind spots. Yeah, yeehaw, right, man? Yeah, so we got the Camaro. But the thing I noticed, Kyle, is, you know, I thought, well, you know, our driver's going to be jerks. I found that, at least in the San Diego area, they were all really nice. I mean, people would, like, let you in, and they were all, I thought, were really cool. Just as good as in Iowa, like downtown Des Moines. Actually, probably better, to be honest with you. There are probably actually more courteous drivers in the San Diego area than even in Des Moines, Iowa. So, yeah. Oh, it was so worth it, dude. $250 for an entire week? I'm like, because, you know, we're going to be going all over because, you know, like anytime you go on vacation, at least for us, my wife and I, it's like we want to stop. That's the beautiful thing about Google, right? You type in and you're like, breakfast joints or, you know, lunch, great, you know, Italian or, you know, whatever. And you can find like all these ratings. You can find the local spots like before that you would never know about. And we absolutely do not go to chain restaurants. When we travel, it's like find the local joints that have a good reputation and good reviews, and we hit those. Yeah. I hear you, Kyle. Yeah, but I mean, seriously, dude, though, like in San Diego, they were like, I just remember that they were, and we've been there a couple times. So a couple times I've been to San Diego, they've always been courteous drivers. Definitely friendly drivers out in California, for sure. Where are we at, SimFans? How far? How far? Let's check it. So 2104 for top of descent. So let's check that so we make sure so we've got not that long, 28 minutes. We're going to have our top of descent. We probably should start thinking about setting up for that. Let me check it. Let me bring up Chrome for all of us so we can do this together. How about that? We're going to take a look at the approach for KMSY. Again, New Orleans. What did we say we're going to be landing on? Runway 2, ILS 2. Let me share this. Make sure I got it right. Okay, so we've got ILS 2. So again, this is AirNav. Check it out. If you haven't already, you probably all know about it already and probably known about it for years, but it's free. So we're going to look up the approach plate for ILS 2. And again, our three primary things that we want to make sure that we note on this approach plate. Whenever you're doing an ILS approach, it's really simple. Don't get overwhelmed by this big chart here with all this information. You don't worry about it. And a lot of this is already in the Zibo aircraft, but you have this in Microsoft Flight Simulator too. But 111.7, so that's going to be your nav frequency, right? And so that's what we need to make note of that. The second piece of information is this. This is our chorus line, SimFans. That's 16 degrees, so even though it is runway 2, it's 016. So very important to dial that in to make sure we have an accurate approach. The last piece of information that is really critical, again, for simming, not for real life. For real life, you want to know more than I'm telling you. But the last piece of information is this Lightning Bolt 2000. That is our ILS intercept. So we want to intercept that at 2000. And that's actually important because we're going to set our altitude in our FMC and autopilot to 2000. Okay, so 2000, 16, 111.7. Let's get rid of that. Now I'm going to show you something else. So if you want, you can also go into your X-plane if you fly the Zibo, and you can go to this init or ref or initialization reference. Notice we got the same thing here. We've got 111.7 and we've got 16. This IJFI 111.7, so we're going to do that together. If I can hit the right frickin' thing. 111.7. Oh, they changed the... No, I'm on the 737. That's right. 111.7, right? Then we hit that button, I bet. And then we got the ILS dialed in. 111.7. We're going to do the same thing over here. 111. Did I get that right? 111.7. 111.7. Right? That's right, right? Yeah, 111.7. Okay, so I know I'm a few seconds ahead, so I'm going to wait for somebody to say it in chat. There's the third thing that we talked about that we need to set yet. And while I'm waiting for an answer, we're going to do flyby. I always lose people when I quiz. I do. I'll look, and there'll be 7 people watching, 8 people watching, and then I'll ask a question quizzing, and I'll see people drop off. Screw this guy. I didn't come here to learn. I didn't come here to be quizzed. I get enough of that shit at home or at school. It's all good. Don't have to answer. I'm going to give it another minute. See, what is the last thing, SimFans? You know what I need to do? I need to do giveaways or something. I don't know what it would be. What would I do? One minute. I'm gonna give the answer in 1 minute. When my clock says 11:01, I'm gonna give the answer. Somebody's got to remember. Did you all fall asleep? You all get your phones and you got your earbuds in and you're laying back and you're listening. Hey, that's all good. I'm not gonna complain. I can put the best of people to sleep. Believe me. I have no problem putting people to sleep. Kyle's playing Animal Crossing. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully you're winning. Can you win at Animal Crossing, Kyle? That's super funny, dude. Alright, well, it's 11:01, so I don't keep all of you in suspense like you are, because I know you're in mega suspense. So remember what I said? That little lightning bolt guy, that 2000, that's our ILS intercept. So what we need to do is we need to set our altitude to 2000, right? That's easy. If I can hit the... Ah, Christ. I did it again. Turn that off. Turn that on. So all we gotta do... I've got all this stuff set. Crazy. So all we gotta do is set this to 2000. Okay? That's all we gotta do, SimFans. We're just gonna set that to 2000. And you'll notice we're not gonna start descending. Well, we might a little bit because I was stupid and I turned off our autopilot because I hit the trim wheel. But anyway, so we just set that to 2000 and we are good. Yeah, they are sensitive. I touched the... Well, what I did, Kyle, is I touched my my switch on my Alpha Flight Control and it disabled it. And it is very sensitive, dude. So now we're set up. So now, everybody, when we get to... Let's go to progress again. Hit the prog button on your FMC. I like to do the right one. So now when we get to this 2T/D, top of descent, at 2104, which is 146 nautical miles away, we are already set up to start descending. So our aircraft will just automatically start descending. I think we might have lost Shane. We put some fixed point things in there, so I'm kind of curious to see how that'll work out when we get to that point. But yeah. Anyway, so that's that. That's how you do that. Not sure that's worth it to you, but you know what? I like to review that every once in a while, because for those of you that like to do the Zibo, actually it applies to MSFS. You know, we're gonna at some point have more and more of these aircraft. There's the isn't there the 747? Is it the same way? Anybody fly the 747? Because honestly, I have not flown the 747 Microsoft Flight Simulator, or the 78. So I don't know if it even has an FMC that you can do that. Anybody know? Anybody want to post in chat? Can you actually do a descent profile? I'm guessing not, but maybe you can. You can do it with the CRJ, which is nice, the 550-700, I believe, right, Aviation? So I'm trying to figure out, the anti-ice is on right now on my Bravo Throttle Quadrant, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, I know why. Right here. Let's see if I just... Nope, it's still on. I'm not quite sure why my Bravo Quadrant's still on. Oh well. We'll survive. No, I was asking Aviation, I was like, if anybody has flown the 747 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and if you have, does it allow you to do a descent profile? Like, can you... I mean, I don't think it has really truly an FMC, right? I might be wrong. It might have, like, an FMC, but is it kind of scaled down? Like, in other words, can you actually program your descent profile in it? Maybe you can, because, I mean, you can do the IFR routes and stuff like that. So maybe it does. I don't have the 7.4 because I don't have the Elite package, or Deluxe, I guess it's called. I just have the, you know, Xbox Game Pass version, and that might disappoint some of you, because I have owned every single Microsoft Flight Simulator product since the first version of it. But, you know, I was like, I'm going to save my money. I already have Xbox Game Pass. I'm just going to get the standard version. I'm just going to buy the third-party stuff, which is better anyway. And I'm just going to buy that and add on to it. And I'm going to let Asobo just focus on the engine. And I'm going to buy the third-party stuff. I don't want to spend extra money on Asobo stuff, because I just assume they focus on the actual sim itself, not the aircraft. Not even the scenery. I mean, I like that they do the scenery stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind paying for stuff that's well developed. Besides that, I think they're going to do a better job on the aircraft, or third-party vendors are going to do a better job on the aircraft, like Just Flight and PMDG and even Caronato. I almost hate to say that, but I gotta admit it. Aviation, you say, the last time I flew the 747 was like 6 months ago. And it's the standard version. What? Oh, you're right, I do. It is on the standard version. That is right. I just don't. Yeah, the 787 is what I meant. But even so, I don't fly the, you know, like, you know this, Aviation. I just, when I'm flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm doing general aviation. I want to fly low because I want to see the beautiful sim that Microsoft Flight Simulator is. It's gorgeous. Look at that aircraft, sim fans. Holy crap. Flying right by. Another Phantom aircraft. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. That annoys me. I want to see like a livery. I want to be like, oh, that was an American Airlines aircraft that flew over us. That's cool. Not just, oh, that was a gray silver aircraft that flew over us that has no name. Maybe we'll just pretend it's a military aircraft. Give me a second, sim fans. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Much better. What do we want for tunes, Sim fans? Do we want some rock and roll from Crow Guy? You know, honestly, I was telling them about the copyright claim that I got because Frank Sinatra was playing from my stupid Alexa, but while streaming. But I actually, at first, I thought, well, maybe that's the Crow Guy, you know, the whole band thing, the Black Swamp Soul or whatever it was, and I thought at first, oh, that's probably what it is, and then it's like, nope, that wasn't it. Catching up here. Oh, that's good. The silver bullet. Kyle, he has to pee. How'd you guess? He says, "I have to make room for the spirits somehow." You guys are just downright funny. Oh shit. Aviation. I believe the 787, possibly 74, have at least a top of descent and with the little pink diamond strip. Really? Okay. Well, maybe I should try that. I should look into that. But I should live stream the CRJ Aviation. I mean, I bought the thing, and honestly I feel bad because I haven't been flying it all that much. I've flown it several times, but not a lot. Aviation spotter. Haven't really tried any other approaches like RNAV or VORs, but I mean, what are the chances you're going to fly a 747 into an airport that doesn't have, no kidding, right? That doesn't have an ILS or VOR, right? I mean, seriously, would you ever, there's no way you'd fly, that's a good point, Aviation, because you wouldn't, no 747 is flying into an airport that doesn't have an ILS, right? I mean, you'd think like the length of the runway that they'd have, I don't care what area in the world, you'd think they'd have an ILS for that. You have that that many passengers and stuff, I don't know, maybe. Maybe some areas they just have a VOR. I don't know. Aces, you say, I know I could set up descent profiles in the G1000, the 172, but didn't work so well when VNAV wasn't working. Might be fixed now, but haven't tried in a long time. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably worth trying, Aces. I don't know. Kyle, I knew it. Yeah, you know, I mean, nature calls, guys. I mean, you know, here and there. Maybe I just had to go and, I don't know, check on, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Because you guys got me. Shoot. Well, what do you guys want to hear? What kind of music? What do you want to do some rock, or do you want to go back to electric? You want to do some more jazz? What do you guys want to hear? Want to hear a flyby? I had to water the flowers. Oh, shoot. Is that what we're calling it now, Aces? Watering the flowers? I could say I was watering the flowers. Getting closer to our destination, Sim fans. Yeah, that's the other thing too, by the way. The vertical simulations, it really does perform well. I mean, that's one thing I gotta hand it to them, because, you know, does it look as good as like some of the Orbix scenery or Fly Tampa? No, it doesn't, but I'll tell you what, it always performs well. You don't have to ever worry about performance when it comes to vertical simulations, so there's something to be said about that. Derzweiski, I would say Derzweiski, that scenery is awesome and beautiful, but it's probably some of the worst performing, at least for my system, some of the worst performing scenery add-ons that I have. I mean, it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but It's just so detailed that you want to have a great system if you're going to want to run it well. You know, I've got like the downtown Chicago where, you know, you can actually see curtains in the windows of the skyscrapers and the tall buildings. I mean, it's that detailed, but you're going to pay for it in performance. But you know what? After the, was it Sim Update 3? Where Microsoft really, or Asobo rather, it's not Microsoft, Asobo actually improved some of the performance stuff. So I think I went from like downtown Chicago. Of course, it's kind of bad because I've got the FS Dream Team. I've got their scenery for Chicago O'Hare. So like having that stacked on top of the Derzwiki downtown Chicago scenery and MSFS, oh boy does it tax it. But actually with the last update, major update for Microsoft Flight Simulator and then the hotfix, it actually, I'm getting like, even downtown, I'm getting like mid-20s, upper 20s. So I mean, I went from like, how many of you were with me that night I was flying? And I was getting like in the single digits frame rates. Oh my god. I was like, I'm about to just remove this altogether because this is bad, but it's actually improved. All right, Aces, we'll catch you soon, buddy. Well, nobody mentioned what kind of music they want, so let's go ahead and just throw something on here. I don't think I got any issue. I didn't have any issues with. Hold on a sec. In-flight music. Let's see. I think all of this is okay. Hopefully. Again, Ortho for XP, SimFans, right down below. Get yourself some hard drive space and you can have it for free. Watch your ISP though. If they have data caps, you might not get it for free. Having a little bit of cloud layer here, SimFans. Let's check out Active Sky, see what Active Sky is saying. Yep, cloudy. Big surprise there, right? Still great visibility though. 29.90 pressure. Cool. Again, approach, ILS, localizer, runway 2. We're going to go the ILS though, not the localizer. And we're already set up for that. So we'll be landing soon. Descent profile is going to be starting pretty soon, SimFans, so check that out. Top of descent at 21:02 Zulu. Yeah, 3 minutes. See it coming? Look at it. Right there. That T/D that's approaching us. And you'll notice the auto throttle, the throttles will pull back once we get to that point, and then we'll start descending. For 2,000, we got to lose 33,000 feet. So stick around, SimFans, because we are getting ready to land this bird, and we'll see how well I do tonight. I'm getting slightly better. There goes an aircraft. Still been doing some of the boings, as Aces will attest to. So welcome back, Aces. Let's see, Aces, can I land this thing tonight and not do a boing? As you say. Pop quiz us on the approach, future CFII. I don't know, Kyle. I'm a little rusty, dude. Maybe at some point. Like I said, how many years was it ago? I can tell you. It was when I took my CFII exam. That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. You know how bad my memory is. You think I'm going to remember everything from 10 years ago? I can freshen up, though. I do plan on doing it, though. Definitely. You guys are so nice. You guys are absolute sweethearts. I'm telling you right now. You go so easy on me. By the way, if I get a copyright claim, because this stuff, it says it's royalty free, and I gave it credit below. I better not get copyright. I don't know if it's like getting checked more as our channel grows, because I would play this stuff before and I would never get anything, and I don't know. Probably not. It probably doesn't. I don't know. I have. There it goes. See, it's throttling back. So our engines are throttling back, and as you can see, we've already begun our descent. We have begun our descent. Look at this. We are, jeez, we're dropping like a frickin' like manhole cover. Look at this. 4,000 feet a second, or per minute. A second would really be bad. 4,050 feet per minute. Holy crap. Like, let's look at the contrail. Look at that. It's like a major dip. Oh, don't you worry, guys. I'm going to get you guys home safely, and you're going to be tucked away in bed after a nice, soft, nice landing. I'm not even going to wake you up. I know that, like, Aviation's been falling asleep in the back. He's been falling asleep. He's like, I heard my name. You heard his name over the PA. Don't worry, Aviation. I'm not going to wake you up. We're going to land really nice and smooth. I shouldn't say that, because every time I say that, I end up really messing up. Chemtrail. Is that what we're calling it now? Thought I saw. Oh, I just had a speck on my monitor. I thought it was like another Phantom aircraft SimFans for a second. And bank to the right. Beautiful. I love I mean, how do you not love the ortho scenery, right? The ortho for XP. Don't any of you ever pay for scenery for X-Plane. I'm telling you right now, or MSFS for that matter. I mean, I'm telling you the obvious, but don't pay for scenery. You get all this for free. It's free. I mean, I see packages out there, and like, sure, maybe it's a little easier to, you know, they give you like all these discs, and you know, for people that have like, maybe, I get it, if they have like slow bandwidth connections, and you know, and it's an executable, and it just installs the, you know, mesh and the textures, but it really isn't that hard. It really isn't. I mean, you get the Ortho4XP executable, and you say, I want Bing data, I want Google data, and you download the mesh, and you throw the mesh in your custom scenery folder, and then you throw the Ortho4XP in your custom scenery folder, and you go. You just gotta wait for it to download. That's the biggest pain in the butt. But once you're done, you got, I mean, X-Plane was ahead of Microsoft Flight Simulator and Sobo on this stuff, because they had this stuff already. Can you do Ortho4XP for MSF? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Did it just crash? Please tell me X-Plane didn't crash. Shit. I think it might have just crashed, SimFans. It did. Damn it. I wonder what happened. Well, that sucks. Go to MSY. That just sucks. What do you do though? I mean, there's nothing we can do. It just, that happens. I did. Am I back? Or am I still disconnected? Alright, we're back. We're back. What the hell? I don't know what just happened. It must be my system. Something happened, like, because X-Plane crashed and then OBS like disconnected. So I don't know what happened there. There's some there's some issues going on. I don't know. I might have to quit. I might have to quit and restart OBS maybe. It's like it keeps dropping and coming back, and so I don't know. All right, let's load up KMSY. Engine's running. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Usually doesn't do that well. Okay, runway 11. Let's just see what happens. That so sucks. We're like making our approach. Hold on a second. I think it's when I load this. It's like, I don't know if my CPU is doing something weird. Let me check my CPU. CPU is fine. Like my resources are okay, so I don't know. I mean, I could try a different latency setting. I have to end stream and then restart it again to do it. I think. Thing, so I disconnect. I'll pause the music for a sec. But my drive's like cranking right now. Like stabilize here. I'm hoping it'll stabilize, but we'll see. Let's give it a chance. I'm gonna let it load X-Plane fully, and then as long that's about right. The first live stream made on the moon. Let's let this load, and I'm just gonna like, after we get on the ground and everything's loaded, I'm gonna just wait a second before I take off, because I don't want to like take off and then we're gonna be like landing and then shit starts going bad again. So let's see what happens here, SimFans. Well, this is a first. I mean, you know what? To be honest, I mean, as many streams as we've had, for this to be the first X-Plane crash, it's actually not. It's not too bad. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's like this is the first time since I've been live streaming that I've had X-Plane crash live. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll let it load up here, and well, it's loading. I'll be right back. No, I'm not peeing again. Okay. Oh God, what's happening? Parking brake. Are we out of? Okay. Oh God, what's happening? Are we out of runway now?
American Airlines 1.
Positive brake.
Got it. Can you hear me now? Okay, well, this isn't really gonna work, is it? I'm like trimmed all the way down. See, it doesn't set us out. It doesn't set us out far enough. All right, go around. Shit. All right, we're just gonna go around.
500.
Yeah, but we're not gonna be able to land this, sim fans. Pull the gear up. You know, because this is all for fun.
300.
Let's set the heading indicator to there. Now we're just going to hand fly this all the way as I go over 250, which is a no-no. Under 10,000, right? What do you think the... Captain Matty, how you doing? Yes, Captain Matty, 21 tomorrow. That is awesome, my friend. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, by the way, my track IR isn't working either. Son of a... Yep, track IR stopped. Shit, you know what? I should have just like reloaded this whole thing. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can see, sim fans. We're gonna make this work. Something seems off though. Turn that off. I feel like I'm like too damn high or something. I don't know. It's like my track IR is not like, it doesn't feel right. Got a little bit of turbulence. A bit of turbulence. Oh, we're just gonna hand fly this, sim fans. We're not doing an ILS. I know for some of you that's probably disappointing, but we'll do what we can. But this, we got robbed. Is what we got. We got robbed, sim fans. I'm gonna zoom out. I really shouldn't be doing this live because I'm just gonna make a fool of myself. Honestly. What I should have done is like actually plugged in everything. Like I should have done like the entire approach, but I'm just being too lazy to do it. I know, aviation, we did. I don't, you know, I don't know what happened. Better watch this fuel because we don't have a lot of fuel here. Look at that. What do you think, guys? About time to pull it in or not? Remember, our altitude is 2,000 for that intercept on the ILS. I'm not even going to program it in. All right, let's start making our way back to New Orleans here. Everybody's. Oh, you know what? I need to be turning on the Bravo Throttle Quadrant, don't I? Let me turn that on. Put a notch of flaps in. Where are we at? We're kind of a ways away, so we should be all right. See, I got XP Realistic on this too, so. Honestly, guys, I have no idea what's going to happen here. I don't have a really good feeling about this. But, you know, it's like we're flying a Piper Seneca around, and we're flying a 7.3. But, hey, it's all good. This will be fun. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have all kinds of fun. Crashing this into the runway. Hold on. We're not going to crash. Positive thinking. Positive thinking. Is that the runway right there? I think so. So let's make our way. We're going to turn in. I'm going to add another notch of flaps. Let's go ahead and put that down. There we go. I think it was 146. Another notch. I swear to God, I hear some other aircraft. And if I was in Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, I would swear it was Aviation Spotter. But I know that it's not him because we are not in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't have a strong feeling. Oh, thanks, Aviation. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your confidence. I'm just kidding, buddy. I don't have much confidence either, bud. But we'll see what we can do. I was trying to remember. Was it like 146, guys? What we were setting? It says I'm low. I don't feel low. Oh, holy crap. We need to set our auto brakes. Auto brakes full. There we go. I feel like we're high. Why is it? Am I looking at the wrong thing? I'm looking at the left and it looks red. But on the right we've got all white, so that's way too slow. But we don't have much weight because our fuel's about out. We're definitely high. We're way high.
1,000.
There we go. Jesus, this is not gonna be good, guys. I'm telling you right now. This is not good. This is not good. Remember Maverick? Or was it goose? This is not good. This is not good. But hey, we're like free. We're free. We're like hand flying this, guys. You know, we're hand flying it. So what the hell, right? We're hand flying it. So far, so good. Who needs ILS, right?
300.
Who needs ILS? That's right. 130. We're getting a little slow.
200.
A little too far left. We're gonna crab back here. Down trim. Booyah! Right there, Sim fans. A little off center, but we're gonna take it.
80 knots.
8 knots. We need the clapping passengers, right? There we go.
Until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And keep the aisles clear of...
No Boeings, buddy. Although my parking brake, did you guys notice that? The parking brake for some reason was... Oh, I know why it was. Because we were sitting... I don't know.
As items may have moved in...
It wasn't a bad landing. Honestly, it was probably a better landing of many that I've had lately. Other than the damn parking brake being on. Yeah, the parking brake was on. I don't know how the hell that happened. How was that on? I think it was because like when it was reset. Oh, I know how it was on, guys. Because we did the approach, like we were sitting on the runway, but then I like selected approach and I didn't turn the parking brake on because why would the parking brake be on? You never like just start for an approach. That's why that was on. That's why. That makes sense. Because we started the approach, like we were on the ground with the parking brake on, but then I like selected approach on runway 11, so we just started flying, and the parking brake was on because we were on the runway. So, I mean, God, I never do the approach like that, so I wouldn't have ever thought to turn the parking brake off on that at that point. So you guys got to give me a pass on that. I mean, come on, tell me that I get a pass on that. Okay, let's see. We got to find a gate to park up to. But like I told you guys, I get you here safely, right? How about this airport, Sim fans? Not bad, right? I think it's like only maybe $12, something like that, 13 maybe tops. So, you know, it runs, I mean, it performs fairly well. Max auto brake. Yeah, we'll just call that Aces. We'll just say it was the max auto brake. Like, what the hell? Here we go, Sim fans. Right up to the gate. And we'll park right there. Now we'll put the parking brake back on. Damn it. Put the flaps up, of course. All right, Sim fans. Hey, we always have fun, though. You know, like with me, you guys all know that you're never going to get the same experience. And that might be good, that might be bad, but that's just SimFanatic, and that's us, right? So that we're here to have fun. We don't want to get too serious, but we want to be serious enough that we try to do things right. But how about that? Southwest Airlines tonight, Sim fans. Flying a little bit of Southwest. I apologize for the my computer. I don't know what happened with the Sim crashing. It's a first, but those things happen, so we'll just live with it. And APU coming up, so I'm going to get that started. Kyle, thank you on the 1010 landing. Yeah, Kyle, honestly, I think that was probably one of my better landings. How about that? Like, maybe I just need to, guys, like hand fly it in. Because I usually like cut out the, the autopilot when I'm about 1,000 feet above ground, and maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just need to like hand fly it down to the ground, right? Sorry, just got a message from the tower. We have flames coming out of the bottom of the aircraft. I didn't land it that hard, Aviation. But come on, man. Come on. Give me some credit. Maybe you're talking about, like, the flames coming out because the parking brakes were on. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, how often do we, like, how often do we, like, start on the runway and then go on approach? I mean, I have my parking brake on. I should have turned that off. Well, actually, I didn't have my parking brake on at all. It's just when X-Plane reset, it automatically turned the parking brake on, and then I did an approach, and I just didn't turn it off. So, you know, hey, you know, it's all good. It's all good, guys. Why are we only having... Oh, because... that seems weird. Okay, there we go. All right, now we can power off these engines. There we go. Somebody's getting their airplane all ready to go. And yeah, SimFans, for sure. Turn that beacon light off. Yeah, here we go. Here comes the jetway. Jetway's going to connect. Beautiful. See, and this again is the scenery from VeritcalSims. Again, a free giveaway. A free giveaway. When is a giveaway not free? I do that shit all the time. A giveaway coming up in the next week or two. Plan on 2 weeks, and yeah, hope to see all you back here. If you haven't already, please smash up the thumbs up button, do a like. Everybody, I appreciate so much, all of you, and thank you for joining the stream tonight. It's always a blast with many of you and all of you. Yeah, we're gonna be back on Saturday, so look for that. I'm gonna see about, like, setting and scheduling our next stream, and hopefully we'll have no problems like tonight at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. So watch for that this Saturday, and yeah, we'll rap, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever comes to mind, as we usually do. Again, thank you so much, everybody. Aces down, Kyle, obviously, all of you, Aviation, Captain Matty. It's great that you could connect here. You know, we've got so many people. I got to go back here and look. You know, we've got we never saw Frank tonight, though. How about that? Never saw Frank. He never joined us, but you know, such is life. But yeah, so thank you everybody for joining. I do appreciate it, and hopefully you can join back on Saturday again. Thank you for joining, and I'm rambling. I do that all the time. Blue Sky Sim fans, I'm gonna do a replay. We're gonna see me grease that landing, because I did grease it, Aviation. I greased that landing. I'm gonna ask for an apology next time about the sparks. No, I'm just kidding. So take care, Sim fans. We'll see you on Saturday. Love you, Aviation. Leave it to you to do that. Thank you, Aviation, for the dono. A $1 dono, Aviation. I appreciate it, my friend, so much. Thank you all for joining tonight. Take care, have fun, stay safe, and Sim fans, we'll see you Saturday. Until then, blue skies. Take care.